Protected by the Black Widow. Protected by the Black Widow. Good juju. Bad juju. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Where the fuck you been? Bomb little niggas again. We buck the trend. It's been a trend. Poor desert. Eagles again. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken. Black Panther riding again. Always on my mind to win. I'm where I'm supposed to been. Black Widow protect me. Feds lose again. Nigga, cheat to win. Dope fiend never win. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Protect the youngsters. We poor desert eagles. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken is where I win. Black Panther riding again. When naggers break wild, no slack. I'm cutting like an axe. Kick though can't cut in the tracks. Good juju. Bad juju. Never been in the game but stay crewed up. We answer beepers, can't be tracked, computer hack. Protect the weaker, don't wear tattoos. But if I did, it be the reaper. Never say this line again. Let truth be where we begin. Christians talking reckless, claiming we born in sin. Capping, let us begin. Pseudo killers to the rescue again. Never tripping. We teaching STEM. For assists, those tripping. Choose again to the pseudos. It's always grim. We play to win. God killer again. Always time to defend. Bet the trend. King souls to the king. If I can't. Chill and be Ken. Malcolm Finch, those niggas for the win. TED Talk, bitch, walk. Advance time enough for them youngins. Space age, Africans. Anthony with the space. And yeah, jump, we smacking them.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall, standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Bobby banging this bitch, man. Let's go get it, man. Look, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. You know it's all on the table, man. Because now it's getting retarded. Now it's bananas and it's crazy. Gone. So now we acting like we don't know why I do what I do. I pseudo kill all day, every day. It's a reason for that. Let me make it simple. I want to make it simple. I think I need to make it simple. Big up to all the pseudo killers, man, that's in the chat, man. Tiffany, man, appreciate you, man. Got our first super chat, man. We try to get 10 super chats every show. We want to get at least 5 cash apps, man. All right. That's real serious. All right. Big up to Ben, man. Man, he's pseudo killing all day long. Biblical knowledge, top notch. Definitely in the pseudo killer army, man. Vince, man, you ain't even in the service. You ain't even in the army yet, man. Get in the damn army, man. It's a lot of things to talk about, though, y'all. It is, man. We got vaccines to talk about. We got the ridiculousness of young Pharaoh to talk about, right? I'm going to do another show later on and really get into that. I'm going to double stream that. All right. It's all crazy, man. We just had a great show on Garfield platform, man. It's a touchy subject, right? When you start talking about Sarnetta on Garfield's platform, it's a touchy subject, man. I think Garfield did a great job, yo. You know, Mika, she just messy. She messy Betsy. We're going to start calling Mika Messy Betsy. Yeah, see, messy Betsy. Huh. Anyway, let me say this. Look, man. Let's keep it, how they say, let's keep it a buck. Is that that's from my generation, ain't it? Look. What the hell are we talking about here, man? How you blaming how y'all don't know what the hell we doing? Y'all see this? Look. It's the damn alarm system. Now, what is this alarm system for? It's for when people produce bad information that could potentially, one, harm us, two, miseducate us, and three, put that particular person in a position where he can take advantage of our intellectual real estate, have us thinking one way that could end up being potentially dangerous. And it's the very basis of a damn cult. I'm going to say it again for the slow people like Messy Betsy. Slow people. I do what I do because I was in close proximity to Malachi York. A little bit too close around proximity, wasn't in the cult, right? But was too damn close, buying the books, shouting out the information. You know why? I can tell you why. It ain't hard. I can tell you why. Tell you why. This why. Look, let me tell you why. Look, this why. Because we ain't had the pseudo killers. We ain't had the Ross, we ain't had Mossy, none of that. None of that. That could at least try to get you close. No. Always trying to get us close, right? No. No. Pseudo killers, see? It's where I landed at the end of the day. It's the foundation of making sure your ass don't end up in a damn cult. See, when you end up in a cult, then you can run into cult leaders, and cult leaders can become sexually deviant. And in the midst of them being sexually deviant, they could potentially harm one of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Or harm you, or put you in a situation where you're leaving out of town, getting away. Isolation. That's why these pseudo channels, they isolate themselves, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this again. The pseudo channels don't want to have no conversation with us. They deem that man teach the white man science. So the very reason for what we do at the community is Skeptics, right? One, we interview experts on the subjects that we talked about. Two, we want to always be at the forefront and be skeptical. So when we sound the damn alarm, right? Y'all don't listen to us. I'm not saying that this man right here is a sexual deviant. Not putting that on his jacket. What I'm saying is he wear a funny hat with a damn unk on it, and he got a stake on his eye because Reggie dotted his eye in that last debate. I'm saying that this man right here, listen. See, it's the alarm. Y'all not listening to the alarm. The alarm don't mean it could just be some wind, but it's some things that you need to be aware of when we sound alarm. That don't mean that everybody that give you bad information won't end up being a cult leader. It don't mean that. It's for you to recognize that maybe I need to look at this a little more closer. We get them early in the game. See, We be right. Don't talk to me about the young pharaoh, the nature boy. I called him. Don't talk to me about the damn bomb squad. I don't want to hear none of that from y'all. Because you can't say that I ain't been right. It ain't even me. It's that I've been around a group of people that has been right. Do you know that Messy Bessie tried to act like I think I'm smarter than everybody else? I never thought I was. But I know I'm smarter than the damn pseudos. How do you know? I never actually thought that being in the conscious community, there was the most intelligent people around. Like they was high leverage and I was beating high, top-notch quality. I never said that. They're a bunch of nuts. It's an insane asylum. I know that. I know where the hell I'm at. They can't read past the 5th grade reading level. I know that. I'm not acting like I'm going into colleges and universities and defeating the top masterminds. No, I never said that. Never said that the people around me, right, aren't potentially smarter than me. Never said they wasn't or couldn't be. Never said it. Never. You never heard me say that. What you heard me say was that damn pharaoh was a damn pseudo when he was on that damn Klingon ship. Y'all ain't get mad at that. Y'all say he messed with the babies. I said the nigga not a baby. The nigga said he astro projected to a Klingon ship. That's what he said out of his mouth. I add the Klingon for emphasis because he said it was a spaceship and I'm thinking Klingons. I said, Jabari, wear the funny cook hat. They don't wear that in Egypt with the Ankh on it. When? It's a pseudo. The potential is there for a whole lot of stuff. It's there. At least get you in paying $5,000 to be a priest. $5,000 to go to Egypt to see the black Egyptians that don't exist. Teaching you things that's not even in your culture. They don't believe, they ain't got a believe. Cat. But when I say something, oh, you a hater. Man, they say I'm hating. Look, hold on. Let me show you. I'm a hater, right? Look, let me show you this. Yep. I'm on one today. I'm going to drop the link, but I'm definitely on one. All y'all to say I'm hating. Y'all say I'm hating. Look, I'm hating. I'm the hater. I'm hating. I'm hating. I'm hating. I'm the hater. I'm the number one hater. I'm hating. I'm hating because I say the man got the funny hat on. That don't no damn Egyptian. First of all, Egyptians ain't even have eyeglass. He need to take his eyeglass off. No, I'm playing. Man, got see. Look, he got a hat on that you ain't never seen in Nile Valley culture with a silver gold Ankh on it. When they wear that at? Then he got the Ankh bigger than his whole. The Ankh is bigger than him. They don't do that in Egypt. But wait a minute. This the part to get me. I'm hating because I say the man got a degree from the University of Metaphysical Sciences. What the hell is what is that? Yeah, it's right here. Jabari has studied ancient Africa for 30 years. We can't tell because he ain't never talked about it. Focusing primarily on ancient Kemet. We start hearing him saying, Kemet, yo, your antennas need to go up. History and spirituality. Let me see what else. Brother Sazi has led the annual study tours to Egypt. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a study tour for him and what he doing. We're going to give him that. More than 3,000 people seeking to uncover the wisdom and the concepts of ancient Africans. No, he ain't giving us that. Hold on. He has led tours, renowned Egyptian collect meta. Okay, yeah, Reggie do that better. Brooklyn Museum. Okay, I bet. Give him credit. Okay, Betty, do that. But it's right here, yo. It says, obtain his bachelor's degree from the Human Services. He has obtained his bachelor's degree of science degree in Human Services and African Studies at Cornell University. Yeah, give him that. He did that. And his master's of science degree from the Metropolitan College of New York. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll give him that. 1989, initiated into the Kemetic Order. Yeah, you sure was. That's African American. Shrine of Batar, that's African American. By the Chief Haru, that's all African American style. Okay, we ain't gonna take that from him. All right, y'all believe how y'all want to believe. He was initiated in the order of the sacred Kingsmen of the Shrine of Batar. I don't know what the hell it is, but that's African American. We ain't tripping off the African American thing. None of that I've read you so far as we tripping off of. That's good accomplishment and was elevated to the level of priest. What kind of priest? A priest in their organization. I bet you could say it. We ain't tripping. He currently serves as the chief priest of the Shrine of Maya. We keep the one eye open though. Make sure it don't morph into a cult because he got the wild information. So there's always a potential there. I can say that. Okay. He is a doctoral candidate at the University of Right. See this is sneaky. See? Right here. That's it. That's the damn red flag. That's the elephant in the room. That's what y'all don't want to talk about, right? That's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle, right? That's everything we saying. That's something we never doing, we not going. That's the Come on, man. Man, he gonna run around and call himself a doctor, yo, in a minute. All right? In a minute. He gonna be a doctor, yo, and y'all gonna eat it all up. You know why? Because y'all ain't got the stomach for it. Y'all ain't got the stomach to say, man, come on, yo, that's wild, bro. What you doing? That's too, man, you don't gotta use that. Use your Cornell degree. Let's do that. We don't respect that. We supposed to say we don't respect that. We supposed to also say we don't respect this. A master's divinity. What the hell is that? A master in divinity. Get out of here on their webpage, on a pseudo chakra teaching metaphysical university. What the hell is going on, man? Yeah, you're right. But when we say it, we hear, how am I hating? How's this hate? It's reality. It's real. It's the truth. It's right there. I didn't make none of this up. So if you saying I'm hating because I'm not going for a metaphysical degree in divinity, then you can kiss my A. Simple as that. You don't use cuss words. If I'm not buying a metaphysical degree and get a doctorate in metaphysics, right? Then don't be mad at me. I'm not hating. See, it's the same situation when I talk about young Pharaoh. It was all, yada, yada, yada. Man, get out of here with all that. So don't never talk to me about me not doing what I'm supposed to do. I never said I was doing any of the things y'all thought I was doing. Never said it. So I never want to hear about the pharaohs, the nature boys from nobody in no time. I never want to hear about, I'm always calling everybody pseudo. I call people pseudo that earn it. I'm not a hypocrite. That's why I told y'all my life story. I told y'all how I start from pseudo beginnings. I told you how I work with it, how I work myself through it. I did all that for a reason. The reason is so that when y'all do come back and say, why, don't say why nothing. Why y'all didn't deal with it, because I dealt with it. Don't tell me about, oh, my kid and got sick, the babies, the infants. See, I told you so. Nobody had the stomach to go up against Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Del Bigtree and them, which is the largest anti-vaccine community in the world. Scientists, all that. Wild scientists. They had a wild scientist on their side. Yeah. Come on, man. So I ain't going. Never said I was a smart nothing. That's something somebody said. I don't know why they say it, but they say it. You know why they say it? They say it because they hating. Yeah. Oh, man. And don't let me get started with the women. You messing with the babies. Let the babies grow. Let them make their mistakes. I'm sitting there saying, what in the world? Huh? Now that the man had lost his mind, but I've been told you he lost his damn mind. You ain't listen. He was always 2 clicks gone. He just messed around and astro projected to the Klingon ship and couldn't get back. That's what happened. He went to the Klingon ship and he couldn't make it back. Let me drop the link. But that's something that I'm saying, like, man, don't talk to me about that. Man, it's a reason why we bring these ideas out. We trying to tell you that the very foundation of a cult is wild, crazy information. Doesn't mean that everybody that's kicking it gonna end up being that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, nigga, it's a red flag, yo. Like the potential is there, man. That's all I ever was saying, that the potential is there, yo. The community skeptics, man, we just voicing our opinion, man. The pseudo killers, man, we not only voicing our opinions, man. We showing y'all how not to be in that situation, man. We showing y'all how not to be in a situation, man. And for that, yo, we get the hate. For that, y'all, the support don't be like it need to be. But y'all spend that money on young Pharaoh, bought the nigga something that damn near looked like the Ferrari, acting like he was going to court, robbed y'all. Nigga ran around with the thing on his eye. Remember he took the lady's symbol? He took the African symbol from a lady, took her website, did all that. And y'all say, yo, when I said something about it, man, you messing with the baby. I say, yo, the nigga's not the youth and he's not a baby. He's a young adult. He's 24 years old. It's the baby. That was mostly the women saying that. When we bring up these red flags, yo, where the help? Where the help? Now we get the hate because y'all like them. That's what it is, yo. When I bring up the red flags, y'all hate me. Yo, maybe I'm not the most polished guy, right? Maybe I go super hard, right? Maybe sometimes I don't got the empathy. But I told y'all, I said 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Oh, you don't respect the elders. They teaching pseudoisms. Don't make people who teach you bad, outdated white people information your damn elder. How many times I got to say, oh, I can't believe he said about the elders? Professor Kaba, this man said that the Dogon tribe, right, they put toothpicks in their eye and kept their eyes open for days so they could see at night, so they could see Cyrus B. Ah, man. Elder. I'm fighting with people that y'all call your elders over Dr. Ben and evolution, yo. I can't even get that support. Black Hebrews, you don't tell them the truth. I'm hating. I call everybody pseudos. Ah, man, I get frustrated, man. Pick up the Ben, man. What's up with you, man? What it do?
Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah, no, you hit it on the head, man. Hey, young, let me tell you, man. Listen, I was introduced to Dagger Squad through watching you, and you know, there's a thing on Garfield's channel even now where he does the interview, the 20 for 20 with the scholars.
Remember that?
I completely feel like nobody even appreciated that, man. It's like the people we need to be supporting, we don't even support. Like True Story, man, Allen, like the people who actually bring in, you know, the most pertinent information, and you know, we don't even shed the light. They don't get the center stage. You know, we get the Breakfast Club, the barbershop talk shit. We, you know, we get Young Fit, we get Nature Boy, we get all that.
Hey, who been on the Breakfast Club? Polite.
Right.
See? All of them to blame, yo. See what I'm saying, yo? All of them to blame for that, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, yo, like this ain't new. Come on, bro.
Yeah, man. Like the information that needs to be, shared, because social media is a big thing, man, and people
Big now.
and everybody got an opinion. So like in such a time where it's like, a heavy question on like if what you're learning is true, or like how can you discern those things, it's good to have a good reference point, man. And like the people that we need to focus on listening to don't even get the center stage for even the younger people who are also interested. That's crazy, man.
You know what? And Ben, look, I appreciate you, bro. I mean, just the way you bring it, man.
Yes,
And
indeed, man.
a lot of times, be honest with you, I bring up the Bible subject, man, so you'll get on because I know that's your lane to do what you do, yo. And I appreciate being around you, bro. I appreciate you in the server.
Man, I
You know what I'm
appreciate you,
saying?
brother.
And so what the hell people think we doing? They treat us like we're going around picking on people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not picking
Right.
on no damn body. They go mess with the youngsters. They try me with the bomb squad foolery. Issa Queen,
Yeah.
she a nut.
Yeah.
I don't care if she like me, talk
Yeah.
crazy, do all that. It's cool. See, they can talk crazy. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. But that's what happens when now you got this big giant you know vacuum that's just filled with everybody that got any opinion to say. And now it puts a big heavy weight on your shoulders, Unc, because you like I said, man, you do the job that we that we don't want to, man.
Nobody want to do it. I want to tell them ain't got no clothes on. The emperor don't got no damn clothes on. I'm telling they walking around naked
Yeah,
in
man.
front of your face. Man, you know how long listen, bro. Imagine if I ain't have teams and teams.
Facts, man.
Imagine that, bro. Imagine that, bro. And then they want to take the blame off of who you spoke. Keep the blame on young Pharaoh. He the one doing that. He do that. Right? I ain't tripping because somebody, I might get mad. I get mad when a person like Tasha K, right?
Mhm.
She gave him like his first, not his first, but elevated him from Sarnetta to that next level.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
man.
She did that. And now that it's all bad, now she want to call him kooking or crazy.
Right.
At that time, I needed to be on that platform. You get it?
Exactly.
Or somebody else needed to be on that platform. You get my point?
That's the
Right?
point.
Where I could, eloquently, I know when to knock it off and stop. Cause come on, man. I do lectures at colleges, right?
Right.
Back out all the time. I know when to just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't have an issue with that. But I don't get that opportunity.
Right.
You know why? Because I'm in direct contrast of what they're trying to promote at the time. So people don't want to. People want somebody to act right. I'm one of them guys. They think I don't actually act right, but I'm not ignorant. I'm not ignorant to that fact, right? I don't act right because y'all sitting there letting them say anything out of his mouth, and they think it's cute. It's not cute. It's not cute when that man has lost his mind now, right? It's not cute when people that follow this man, he told everybody to quit their job. How many people quit their job? Thinking that was the solution. None of that is cute. When you end up with young babies, right? Mothers, children end up getting molested by police. How is that ever cute? That's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on trucking, yo. But what y'all can't keep saying, and I ain't gonna allow y'all to keep saying, yo, that I was right. And everybody that spoke against him was right. We was. And all y'all that cuddled him up and said that's the baby, y'all was capped out. Man. What's up, Miss Tiff? What's good?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Glad to have you on.
So on this topic of young Pharaoh, what I find so funny, and I find it with just about every similar instance is that, and you said something that wasn't exactly true. You keep this narrative that it was mostly women who supported him. I've seen just as many, if not more, brothers. Sorry, like you go into any chat right now that's talking about him, you're gonna see a lot of men that's taking up for him. So I'm just gonna say that. Like it ain't more women. And then you have people who still don't want to hold young Pharaoh accountable. They're blaming it on everything else but him. They got him. You know, some got them. They did something. It's like they don't want. It's like we have this issue with holding people in our communities that have bad behavior accountable for it. Yeah, there may be an illness, mental illness going on there on some level, but just because someone has some type of may have some type of mental thing doesn't mean they lose a complete 100% capacity to know when they're engaging in bad behavior. That's crazy. So there's a brother in the chat, I'm thinking it's a brother, who's like, why don't y'all intervene? Why don't the community intervene on his behalf? Are you kidding me?
Who?
What point? Like it's kind of like if you've ever known anybody who's an addict, an alcoholic or a drug addict, there's only so much the family or people around them can do. At some point, people have to recognize that they have an issue that needs to be addressed, and they have to be willing to admit it first. And then they can get some help. But if you can't even get people to admit that there may be something wrong, there's absolutely no way they're going to get help unless they are against their will or forced into some type of treatment. So
hold on. What? Intervene?
Yeah, this guy, he's like, y'all should be intervening,
what?
Brother. If y'all see he's got like people, and I'm saying, I'm sure both of his baby mamas tried to help him get help. And we already turned out he can't stop talking horrible against those women. So if the two women that bore his children aren't able to help him get any kind of help, how do you think people on the internet can? And if you think that's the case, then you, the person who's saying that folks need to intervene, you need to find a way to intervene to save the brother.
Intervene?
Yeah, he used the word intervention. Y'all need to stage an intervention. And I'm saying if his own family can't do it, how people on the internet gonna do it?
I'm just trying to figure out. I want him to keep doing what he's doing.
Well, okay, that's fine, but some people see what he's doing is self-destructive. So
no, I want him to keep going. Don't stop.
Taking all the responsibility and accountability.
Yeah, he did it. He did it. Keep going, young Pharaoh. We applaud you. Good work, bro. You've been doing it right from the start.
He's saying they suffering. If he don't admit he's suffering, how you gonna help a person who
who's suffering? Who they saying suffering?
Here you go.
Man, take your hat off, yo. You got the funny hat. Hey, Buddha, you got the funny hat on. Hey, Buddha. Come on, Buddha. Buddha, we want him to suffer, Buddha. Buddha, I'm laughing at it. You don't think I laugh at it every time I sing with the fingernails, yo? I be like, that's my man. Look at him. 100 grand. Yeah, I told you he was the beef from the beginning. I said he's that guy. When they was up in the hotel, let me tell y'all something, yo. They was up in that hotel, they closed off, the halfway closed, yo, and the room. I was like, oh, I see what they doing. The relationship didn't make no sense between the young pseudo, aka Buzz Lightyears, and Sarah Stupid Set. It didn't make no sense. I'm like, why would he turn like that? Oh, I say, all right, they got some kind of thing going. All right, bet. Look at you. I was like, what? Ben said he was all that. Ben knew it. Ben knew that. Y'all late to the party. Late. I'm talking about not only late to the party, late to the party. Oh man. You think I'm enjoying it. How about that? Now, just as much as he enjoyed, watch this. Them niggas ain't say nothing about him putting my damn record on the damn internet.
Right.
Ain't say nothing about putting Dr. Mayat record on the internet. Dr. Mayat got children, right? And I got damn children. Y'all ain't say nothing about that. I suffer, nigga. Suffer till your fingernails fall. I hope your fingernails fall off. You gotta get a new color on them. How about that?
Yeah, so let me yeah, and they still trying to infantize them. It's like this whole thing about infantizing, if I'm saying it right, Black folks is ridiculous. He's a grown man. He's not a young man. At what point is he a man? He's like,
Yeah, man.
a grown man that's fully responsible for his actions. Y'all gotta stop it.
Pick up the golf field. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to his channels.
He's getting it, and that's the other thing that people take for granted. Once you start this path on social media and there's money involved, and you've never ever really held
No, here goes supporters. Look, we can tell all the supporters.
Let me say this.
Gloating at pain is also divergence.
Talking over me?
No, it's in the middle. I'm doing what you know how Son let it do out of nowhere. I'm gonna get myself to go ahead.
Never really held a real job, so to speak, and you find yourself at a certain age, you're gonna find a way to keep monetizing off of what you have. So that's what folks do on the internet, especially somebody like a young Pharaoh who became a millionaire, although it may have been short-lived. He became.
I don't know if he got a million. I don't know about that, Tiff. You might be over.
Well, the point is, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna always find a way to keep. If it's a grift or whatever it is, you're gonna figure out a way to keep making yourself into a cash cow. So people don't be critically thinking this thing all the way through, right? And yes, Mama landed here. I believe that regardless of what may be going on with him, he's of sound mind and body. If he knows he's got an issue, he can go get help. He just ain't doing it. He likes what he's doing. He likes the attention. So once he turned it up outside, the next turn up after getting the acrylic or the gel nail extension, y'all think that's the end of the turn up? No, is he gonna keep turning it up? Just watch. Somebody's like, yeah, if you want him to get help, go help him. Exactly.
Go get him some help. You go get him, Buddha. Go let him stay at your house, Buddha, around your family. What we talking about, yo?
Peace.
Yeah, do that. What's going on?
I just had one question, if you don't mind. Unless I'm out of order and people was before me. I don't know. I'll let them go if so.
No, go ahead, ask your question. What's good?
When you read the one part where you said he was a doctoral candidate, how is that in itself pseudo? Because he was a candidate to become a PhD. What's pseudo about that?
Oh, you ain't read the website?
I seen the part that you highlighted that said he was a doctoral candidate.
Mm-hmm.
How is that pseudo? Because he was a candidate to become a PhD.
Yeah, at the Metaphysical University, bro, non-accredited. That's why it's pseudo. Got you.
I don't see what's pseudo about it. It's just not. It's not a conventional college. So
no,
man, that don't mean that it's just unaccredited.
It is unaccredited.
That don't mean that they don't teach the right stuff. It's just not on the
college, right? Metaphysics ain't legit science. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you come on, man. You gonna fall on that hill, yo? Kim Netta, you ain't gonna fall on. See, Kim, it's people like you, yo, to keep promoting the pseudos, bro. See, it's your fault. I gotta blame you, yo. I gotta blame you. Come on, Kim Nett. I gotta blame you, yo. How you want to do this?
Metaphysics is Phil Valentine, bro. That's Phil Valentine. And what's the boy name?
Now we're not saying we believe it just because he went and got studied in it, right?
No, he ain't getting studied in it.
What's pseudo about doing the study? That's what I'm trying to find.
There ain't no damn study, man. It's pseudo.
It's pseudoscience.
Ah, damn.
That's the laughing stock of science, bro. That's ancient aliens, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Come on.
Yeah, come on, man. He ain't supposed to do us like that, yo.
Yeah, that's pseudoscience.
And then talk crazy to me, yo. You never can talk crazy to me, act like you're getting to do a doctorate in metaphysics, yo. You can never talk crazy to me. Come on, man.
Oh my God. I swear y'all be picking at nothing.
That's nothing.
Y'all act like he out here teaching that the Bible is real with this.
I ain't talking about no Bible, man. He teaching fake Kemet. You in the Kemet more than him, yo. You do the real study for real.
Let me ask you this.
Kim Netta, you do the real study.
Let me ask you this. Give me an example of what he teaching out of Kemet that's fake.
He say that the gods ain't never literal. That's pseudo. That's new age. Man,
and
That's
stop.
Egyptians
not.
are black.
You
Watch
pseudo
this.
too.
Watch this. If
You
that's the
pseudo too.
case,
I ain't
if
listening
that's
to
the
you.
case, that's anachronistic to say that they literal. The same
Nah,
way
I
you
ain't
would say
listening to
you
you.
can't call
Nah, nope.
Egyptians
You just
black.
trying to get
That's
into
the
the
same way.
conversation. It is
You
not.
said you can't call
It
Egyptians black
is
because they didn't have
not.
that
It
word and they
is
didn't call
not.
themselves
It
black,
is
right?
not.
So
It
did
is
the
not.
Egyptians have the word
It
literal?
is not. So
No.
good. Let's
So that
take
would
that
be
off the table.
anachronistic,
So let's take
man.
that. Okay, so let's take it
So
off the
let's
table.
not play
No,
that
we're gonna
game.
take that off the table. It's off the table. Don't mention it again, Kim Netta, because it's off the table now. What I'm telling you is that those Africans in Northeast Africa thought they God was just as real as the Christians think
Real
Jesus
is
Christ
different.
walked on earth. Listen
Real
to
is
what I'm
Exactly.
saying. Come on,
Real
bro.
is
You cut me
different.
off in the middle of me talking, yo.
I
Listen,
thought we could do it in the middle.
I'm saying that the ancient Egyptians thought their God was real, factual. You could touch them, see, touch, and smell them.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Now,
you
okay,
dragging
all
it.
right, well, there you go. So then, but then you pseudo, then you
They
made it
thought
up,
they was real. They didn't think they was literal. Come on, man.
man. Yes, they ain't had the word literal. You said it's anachronistic, so we go.
Yeah,
That's
based
off the
on how
table. Don't
you
use
based
it.
on how you
Don't
use
use
it.
it. No,
Can't
I'm
use
not.
it.
Man,
So then they not
you
literal.
tripping.
Then if you can't use the
Hold
word,
on, hold on. So do the Christians think that God walked on earth?
Yes,
Those
man.
Christians.
Yes.
Yes or
those
no?
is Christians.
Oh, see, that's why you been
It's
listening
no
to Jabari
no
for too long.
difference.
Christian people and Kemetic people ain't the same. They don't got the same
You
cosmology
got
and
It,
two
thought
it's
different,
patterns and none of that. It's different.
you got two different religious people. What are you talking about? They're religious human beings.
Exactly.
They
So why you
believe.
jump
right
to people that think they
it's
gods are literal?
because
When the
it's the
Egyptians
same.
didn't.
Listen, Kemnetta, it's the same thing. Egyptians viewed their divinity no different than anyone else in the ancient Near East, brother. They
That's not true.
literally listen, bro. They literally build statues in replace of the god because this place is a divine area. That's how temples get made.
So if
Like
if
they
it's a temple,
literally
that's not the
they
literal
describe
God, right?
listen in
Come
ancient
on,
texts,
man.
bro, they describe their deities as
Come
having
on.
physical bodies and doing physical things.
Through vessels and
Listen, they get
manifestation,
drunk,
though.
they get okay, what's the
Yes.
manifestation value of getting drunk? They get drunk, they have sex, they do the same, they do ancient people thought of their deities at a certain point, bro,
That's real.
physically, like they physically had bodies and they physically interacted with
They
people.
thought of them as real, and you can see through their own
Bro,
words where they
listen,
use existence and stuff
listen,
like
you
that.
can
That falls
you
under the
can use
definition of real, not
no
literal.
brother,
That's where y'all
you can use
conflating the two.
brother, you can use the same stereotype as we see with Greek mythology. How we in pop culture understand Greek mythology is pretty fair to how they understood their deities as well,
But we know
as
mythology
literal.
is not literal.
No, but they understood their
See, that's what
gods
you
as
conflating
being
again.
physically, bro. They
Yeah,
had
he know what
physical
we saying.
bodies.
Conflating again.
You know what we saying. You just playing, man. You
No,
playing right now.
y'all using
Nah,
the words,
no.
and these
Why you
words
keep
got meanings, and now y'all want to use the
we are
words without
off
the
the
meaning,
word
man. Come
literal,
on.
yo. Listen, for the Egyptians,
Good. Then if you off
literal.
the word literal, then they
Hold
ain't
on.
literal.
I'm gonna
Good.
give you a word to replace it. Exist.
Right. That exist is under the word real. When you look up the definition of real, the word
Nah, you
exist
made
lives
that
in
up.
that.
You can't.
Look up the definition of
Nah, you
real.
capping.
Look
You
up the
capping.
definition of real right
You
now. Put it
capping.
on the screen and tell
You
me if
capping.
exist
Nah,
is
you
not in there.
capping. You trying to win a point?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No,
You just
I'm gonna stay
use the
right
word.
here. So listen. So you
What's the
basically trying to
definition
say.
of real?
So you basically trying to say. So let's get off the literal word.
We
You
is. We
tapped
on
out
real.
on that.
We on
So
real.
then you trying to
No,
tell
you
me.
tapped out on it
Hold
because
on
your
for a
logic
minute.
don't
So you
allow it
trying
because it's
to. So you trying to
anachronistic.
you trying to make a point, and now you talking over me. Now I'm getting frustrated. So I'm gonna say this one time. Did the Egyptian god walk on earth, bro? Yes or no?
No.
Right. That's why you capped off pseudo. You need to stop listening to the nigga. He got you messed up.
That's
You
crazy,
tripping.
man.
Yeah, you made
They
that
did
shit
it.
up. You tripping.
They did it.
Yeah, you tripping. I'm
They did
moving
it.
on. I'm moving on. It's crazy.
Okay, so why you want to look up the definition
I'm
of
not
real and
looking
see
up
the
nothing. I'm
existence?
not looking
Because
up
you know you
nothing.
capping.
I'm not. But
Because you know you capping. Anybody look
why
up
the
the
Christian
definition of
gods?
real and you can see that
Why is it
existence is
that
a
the
part of that
Christian
definition.
gods can
Who
walk?
capping y'all?
Why can the Greek gods walk on earth? Why can the Syrian
them
gods
Greeks.
walk on earth?
Because them
And
Syrians.
how come the Egyptian gods can't walk on earth? One
Because
thing
they
for
didn't see
sure,
theirs
you
like
ain't
the other
Egyptian.
people did.
You ain't an Egyptian.
You not either.
I never said I was, but you fight
Neither
for
did
it like
I.
you is.
Neither
Yes,
did
you
I.
is. I can't tell, Kim.
Well, go show me when I said I was. Because
Well,
you
you
capping
need to
if you say
be.
that.
You need to be. You ain't
Why?
doing the study.
Because I understand the study.
No, you don't understand the study. You capped out.
Oh wow! But you won't look up the
You
definition
understand?
of
I
real.
don't gotta look
to
up
show
the word
people
real.
that the word existence is a part of
All
real.
right.
You want to
Yeah,
capture the
okay.
people.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That don't-
Suntan, you scamming too. And let me show you the fatal flaw in all they wild pseudo arguments.
But you won't show them the definition of real, huh?
This is their flaw right here. Their flaw is very, very simple. They claim that the Egyptians don't believe like all other humans. That's the flaw. They can't show you how that the Egyptians got the special gene that don't allow them to believe. See, they can't do that part. He gonna keep playing with the words. I'm gonna play with the word real. I'm gonna play with the word exist. It's not literal. All that to hide the pseudoisms right in front of y'all face. So I'm gonna say this real easy, real close. There is no scientific evidence that would verify and prove that the ancient Egyptians ain't believe like every goddamn human being on planet Earth. They certainly
Same way
did.
I can say
They had
no
a
science that can
religion.
prove they
Man, you
literal.
talk when I'm talking, man. You ain't never talk when I'm talking, though. You ain't never talking when I'm talking. You ain't never talking when I'm talking. That ain't what we doing. Because right now you promoting pseudoisms, Kim Ware. It ain't in you, bro. You can't get out your own way. You think that the Nile Valley Africans don't believe like people right next door to them. Some kind of way they didn't mix them. Some kind of way they missed it, bro. The Christians' God can walk on earth, though. But the person in the village, in the Nile Valley, don't think that. Some kind of way they got a metaphysical approach to it. New Age. Some kind of way they can make a statement that, yo, we technically saying that they, nah, nigga, they believe like all other humans believe, yo. They don't believe no different than the Christians do. Y'all just say it. You know why y'all say that? That's the New Age cap. That's the new. I'm gonna say it again. When a person come amongst you and say that them damn Egyptians, one, didn't have a religion, because he'll say that next. He'll say they had a religion. Go ahead and say it, Kim Ware. Go ahead and say the Egyptians didn't have no religion. Let me hear you say it.
All right, Funk. I'm gonna call you Funk. Every time I'm Kim Ware, you Funk, right? Cool, because you can read. So you Funk if I'm Kim Ware.
All right,
now,
okay, Kim Ware. I'm
okay,
Funk. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Now go ahead.
So now the same way you say
the
science
master of the funk.
Prove,
Don't ever forget, put the master of the funk.
Okay, cool. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it how I want to put it. Just like how you put Kim Ware, how you want to put it.
I say
right?
put it the way say it the way I want
no, I'm gonna say it how I want to say it, the way you read my
nigga,
name.
now you ain't saying nothing, nigga. Now what? Now you done. I asked a simple question, nigga. Do the Egyptians have a damn religion, nigga? Answer that. Slicky.
No, I'm gonna start from where you started.
No, I said answer that question. No, answer that question. Answer that question.
So let me start where you started.
We moving on. We moving on, yo.
Go ahead.
We're moving on, nigga. We moving on. Now,
Pseudo.
that's what pseudos do. See, pseudos back this right here. See, a pseudo can't even comprehend that this man right here got a wild ass degree from a wild ass metaphysical university, and he would put that on par with a real degree. See, a pseudo would only do that. So I gotta officially call you a goddamn famous pseudo. Now go figure that out. Why you're
right
famous
there
pseudo.
with me then?
Yeah, I ain't with you.
Yeah,
never have. Right.
If
so
you
like
trying to make the letters literal, you more pseudo.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Like I said, saying that the Egyptians fundamentally believed in their
religion. Trying to say they believed that that's pseudo.
They did believe it. Well,
no, how did they believe it when they used symbolic shit and they have determinatives to separate what they thought was real and literal
in their writing? But the debunking is literal, bro.
Y'all capping.
Bro, they human beings, bro. You gotta like Gullah said, bro. You don't understand the anthropology of people and how they develop their beliefs, bro.
No, Unc want to make Africans act just like Europeans. He want to say they believe the same way. I'm not saying that the Africans didn't believe, but they didn't believe like the Greeks and the Europeans.
They did.
They damn sure didn't do that,
bro. Sometimes it ain't that deep,
bro. You got symbolic parts in it. You got symbolic parts.
Why y'all won't ask Unc why he won't look up the definition of real to show that the word exists in there? He capping y'all, man. Y'all letting up, y'all sitting up here letting him be the king pseudo, but he gonna call everybody else pseudo. But he hiding the definition of real. Why he hiding the definition of real? I want to know that.
The same time that man talking, yo, I ain't having it, yo. Either let somebody else talk, yo, you can just leave, bro. You don't gotta talk over nobody.
Yeah,
I'll wait for a second because I want to hear the pseudoism.
It's the same thing as when you say Jesus is a fish or he's a lamb or the conquering lion. Different symbolism in the religion. Same way Osiris could be a man, it could be a ram, and all other stuff. Same way you can have attributes to Ra, which is you still got the physical sun. The physical sun is still literally Ra in their religion, but you can have symbolic in the literature and the drawings. That's like
But you do know when they talk about the literal sun, they don't put the determinative for netter, right?
Just like Zeus can be an eagle.
But you do know that, right? Because you're conflating right now. You do know when they talk about the literal sun that there is no determinative to make that a netter. They just talking about the physical sun.
Lie capped out. You're lying.
Oh, y'all lying up here.
No, bro.
About the pseudos.
That's not the point, though, bro. That's not even the point. If you're listening to what Gull is saying, that's not even the point. The point is that ancient people,
no, that is
literally. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Literally envision their deities physically. Like in Sumeria, bro, they literally have a mountain that they deify. It's a literal mountain. And in mythology, they describe it as like an animistic mountain. Bro, they literally believe this stuff. But listen,
and you mentioned mythology. None of that is literal.
Gosh, brother.
See how you playing?
Brother, the literal mountain is a deity.
The mountain is literal, but the mountain itself is not a deity. You're capping. See?
How are you going to tell me? In the mythology, that's when. Listen, bro. That's when the
mythology. You see, you keep going to mythology symbols. Y'all doing everything to make it real, but
it's about what. It's about what they believe. It's about what they. Bro, what is wrong with you? It is about what they believed. They believe that their deities was physical or could be physical. Like Gullah said, they can manifest in different ways.
Through
they are physical,
right? Through totems.
No, bro, through anything. Like Zeus could be an eagle, like he just said.
Show me an example where the netters was on Earth and they didn't come through a different mechanism. Show me that.
I can tell somebody don't understand theology.
Show me that. Show me when the netter was on Earth and it didn't manifest through a different mechanism. Show me where the netter came to Earth by itself and walked the Earth. Show me that.
Bro, I don't even know what you're talking about, brother. I'm sorry.
Right.
I really don't even know what you're talking about.
I know, because you ain't well studied enough.
Yeah, I got you.
You ain't studied enough, bro. When you study anthropology, you got to get into the mind of the ancient people and what they believe. When you really study anthropology, that's what anthropologists really do. They try to get into the mind of the ancient people. Why did they do this? Why do they believe like this?
Right.
You don't really study that. You don't study it.
So if the people supposed to believe they was literal, why would an anthropologist say it's myth if they trying to get into the mind of the people at the time? Why would they classify it as something they didn't if they trying to get to the mind of the people at the time?
It is a myth, but to the ancient people, all religions are myths. But to the fundamental people, that was their reality.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You don't understand, brother.
Right.
Y'all still won't tell me what's the definition of real either.
Man, we don't even care no more. How about that? Yeah, we don't care no more.
I bet.
Bro, like, listen. Like Gullah said, you got to get into the mind of these people. That's a social science, bro. That's where most scholarship is in any field. That's for real, bro. You like, it's about the people. It's not about what you think. It's about how can we recover what these people understood about their own culture. That's it. That's all it is, brother.
Read the text, right?
Yeah, it's a part, but it's a part of the evidence, bro. It's a part of the evidence, but there's a structure.
If we talk about
there's a structure.
If we talk about what the people believe and what the people said, show me where they said that or where they believed it.
It's more than just studying the text and studying. It's archaeology, everything.
But that's the only way you can. That's the only way you can understand what the people believe is to read the text, right?
No, nigga, you made that up.
No. See, that's the problem.
Now, anybody listen to you. You on that
reading the text?
Hold on, let me say this.
Archaeology, bro. Through archaeology.
Now, I want to say this again.
What do the archaeology show?
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute, Kim Ware.
That's crazy, Funk.
Check this out. You always hear a damn pseudo say, you can't understand unless you read the text. That's cap. Because you know what the pseudos do? They always misconstrue the damn text to fit their culture container as African American.
Right.
All right? I'm going to say, let me put you in the bottom. Because you're a pseudo that fake like you read the text. No, you read the text like an African American. You don't read the text like a Northeast African. That's my whole point. You think of it as an African American in 2026. Simple as that. Because anybody that would actually say that the Egyptians didn't practice a religion, you're an African American 2026 style. No credible anthropologist would say such a thing. It's a lie. It's not only a lie, it's a cat. Only a person that followed this guy on the screen right here would say such a thing. And only a person that's a damn flaming pseudo would ever say that Jabari can get a damn doctorate from a metaphysical goddamn website that is credible. Only pseudos do this. You mad and you damn near hating because we got you. And we know we got you because you won't answer simple questions. Simple as that. Craziest thing ever. No, this man getting a doctorate degree from the University of Metaphysics Science is foolery. This man having a daggone quote unquote, Master's in Divinity is wild from a quote unquote University of Metaphysics. He can't get a job with that. He can't get to a major college with that. He can only trick you. You've been tricked, my man. It's you. You capped out. Nobody else on this panel is capped out but you. We understand that the quote unquote Egyptians lived in the world where human beings believe. They didn't miss religion.
I didn't say they don't believe. I said they didn't believe like the Europeans. See, that's what you're lying and capping that.
Man,
how did
Europeans?
See,
the damn Australians not
European,
European.
man.
Man, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. You crazy. You crazy.
You're pulling the flammery, man.
Religion, bro. It's a Semitic
And
religion.
you're talking about I won't answer simple questions. I just asked you the simplest question. What's the definition of real? Oh, we don't care. Oh, we don't care. That's pseudo.
I don't care.
Hey, Kim Netta, we can't hear
without the meanings. How you using
we
words
can't
without
hear
the
Gullah
meanings?
when
Please
you
tell me
speaking,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
We can't hear Gullah when you
him,
speaking.
though. He tried to jump in on
Gullah,
me.
yo. Gullah
I was talking
turned
and he
that.
jumped in on me. See how pseudo y'all is?
No,
That's
no, I'm saying he get muffled when you speak. That's what I'm saying, bro. He just get
I was
muffled when
talking
you speak.
before him. He tried to jump in on me. So why y'all not telling him to hold on? That's what I'm asking.
Because pseudo don't got no
Because
rank
y'all
on
see,
here.
it's y'all
The pseudos
fake,
don't got
and
no
y'all
rank.
pseudo. It's all
Yeah,
good.
pseudos don't got no rank.
That's your opinion.
You don't got no rank. That ain't
That's
my
your
opinion.
opinion.
Yo, do
That
you
is your
realize?
opinion. You
Hey,
just
yo,
gave your
hey,
opinion.
yo, hey, yo.
That's
Listen,
not a fact.
listen.
That's
I
your
won't
opinion.
even beat you down in the debate over whether the Egyptians had a religion. Yo, you don't got no documentation to say otherwise, yo.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah,
ever
you
claim
promote
that?
that.
Did I ever claim that, or are you just asserting that?
Nigga, you avoid the question. So when you avoid the question, the reason. Because
The same way you avoiding the question of real, right?
I ain't got to look at what
Okay.
know what real mean,
See how
nigga?
fake niggas is? Oh my God.
Right, okay, I'm a fake nigga now. Because you don't know what the definition of real mean.
I just gave
I'm a
it to
fake
you.
nigga.
You
I'm
didn't
a
want to
fake
look it
nigga.
up.
I'm a fake.
I gave it to you, and I wanted you to prove it by looking it up, and you didn't want to do it.
I trust you. I trust you.
You don't trust me. You call me
I trust your
Kimwell.
definition of real.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Absolutely.
Now you lying. Now you lying to the
I trust you on that
people.
definition because I know what the word
No,
real
you
means.
don't. Then what it mean?
Okay.
Tell us. Tell us.
What it mean, Kim Netta? What it mean, brother?
No,
This
I'm asking
nigga
up.
here,
Don't try to
man.
switch
This
it on me.
nigga
I'm
here.
asking
This
up.
nigga
Don't try to
here,
ask
man.
me. I'm asking up.
Nigga
See
here.
what his
This nigga here is
understanding
wild,
is.
yo. Nigga here is
Well,
wild, yo.
What's the definition, man?
This nigga is wild.
Exactly.
I'm looking it up, nigga. I'm gonna look it up for you.
Finally.
So I can get the answer. So I can answer the question.
Finally.
Nah, I changed my mind. I don't want to look it
I
up.
bet.
Change my mind. Change my mind.
bet.
Nah,
Everybody
change
else
my
look
mind.
it up so y'all can see.
Change my mind. Change my
I
mind.
bet.
Hey,
That's
hey,
what
hey,
pseudos
Kim.
do.
And Christianity is not a European religion. It's a Middle Eastern religion.
Right, dumb. They don't got no damn sense. Dumb as a rock.
Did
I say that? Y'all making assertions. See y'all making that up?
We said Christians.
I said that Africans didn't believe like Europeans. I didn't say nothing about Christianity.
And I'm
You see
saying
how
they
y'all
did.
tapping?
And I'm saying they did. And I'm
that's
saying
your
they did.
assertion. That's not what I'm
Man, you
saying.
made
Don't put
that
what
up.
you
Man,
saying
you
on
made
me.
that up. That's crazy
Y'all
shit.
niggas
yo.
love
Get
lying
outta
on
here.
here. That's
Nah,
why I'm glad it's on
y'all
tape.
too, man.
Anybody
Yeah,
that's watching
Hey,
them go back and see y'all capping up
Fucking
here.
that nigga.
She did worship like African because they're humans. If you look up Celtic religion, Nordic religion, mythology, the Bible, it's really tribal.
Okay, in that aspect, but we talking about
No, your
belief in
phone
what
cut
y'all
off.
calling
Your
a
phone cut
god.
off, bro. We ain't listening to you, man. You ain't got no sense, yo. You just yelling and screaming on purpose, yo. But
No,
now
y'all
the
up
source
here
to back that
capping,
shit up,
man.
nigga. You don't got no source. I
Y'all
tell
up
you
here
what, bro.
capping.
I tell you what, yo. Go find a source that says
Go find the
that
definition.
Africans
Start
don't
there.
agree, don't believe like everybody else do.
I didn't say that.
You did, nigga.
I said
Yeah,
they
you
didn't
did,
believe
bro.
like the Europeans, but we were
They
talking
do.
about a
Ain't no.
particular
You gotta
subject,
take all that off.
and you trying to
Listen,
generalize
we
it
gotta be
and make it
smart.
everything how they
So,
believe. You
okay.
see how
Yo,
you
we
tap
gonna
into the people?
I'm gonna do
We
you
had
like
a
this.
we had
I'm
a
catering to
particular
the people. I'm
subject.
catering to the people.
I know you is.
What
You
make
don't got to tell me
Right.
nothing.
Man, this is
Right,
crazy.
right, Gullah. Hold on. What you say, Gullah? Exactly.
I said, what make Europeans different than anybody else in the world? They all humans. They tribal history. Like
Right.
when Christianity called people pagans, they were talking about traditional European religions too, not just African religions.
Okay.
Crazy.
Europeans worship just like everybody else too,
It's
bro.
crazy. That's crazy ass shit right here, yo.
Yeah,
Y'all see how y'all conflating and just making insertions? That's wild.
You say European, bro. We ain't say
We
European.
ain't say that. You said
Right.
that.
I said they don't think like Europeans as
They
far as
do,
how we
nigga.
talking
They
about the
got a
They
letter.
brain.
do.
I was
Stop
talking
They
it.
about how
do,
we
bro.
talking about the
Stop
letter
it.
in God. They didn't have
Made
the
that
same
shit up.
exact
You made
concepts.
it up.
Y'all making that up.
Man. Now
That's
you
y'all making
shifted.
that up.
Now you shifted.
No,
Now
that's
you
what
shifty.
that's what the
Now
subject
you
was.
shifty. Now
Are
that
you
wasn't no
slow?
damn
You don't
subject. You
understand
made
what we
that
was
up,
talking
man.
about now?
Stop it, bro.
Oh my
Stop
God,
it.
Uncle,
And then
doing
you yelling
bad.
on purpose, yo. So I just want to make this clear right here. Now all of a sudden you saying, no, their concepts is different. Nigga, they don't got a different concept. Now I'm gonna challenge you on that, nigga. What
How was that?
concept did they got the northern humans got? Go ahead.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
y'all is
nigga.
so
Yeah,
slow up here.
nigga. Give me a
I
concept
said
that
they
the
concept
Egyptians
of
got.
what they
No,
listen.
hold
Listen
on.
close,
No,
Unc.
nigga.
Listen
No,
close,
bro, I'm in the
so
middle
you
of
can
talking.
get
I
hit.
gotta put you down here. Let me put you down here in the bottom. Use a hard head Negro opinion. I'm saying, nigga, first of all, what concept do the Egyptians got that no other human being got? What concept would that be in their religious traditions? What groundbreaking, brand new tradition that these niggas got that nobody else got? Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm using your words. Concept, idea. Go ahead, bro. I'm muted out.
Now, like I was saying before you rudely interrupted me, that they concept of what they believe God is not the same as what the Africans believed that they nature was. And you're capping if you say it was. And that'll show how pseudo you is, because that's what you're really saying.
Bro, but Europeans physically
No, don't
believe
butt it.
they believe that their deities are physical.
No,
Bro, they like
no, they
just
don't.
like Europeans, bro. Like,
No,
what are
they
you
don't.
talking
You're
about?
capping.
Bro, every ancient society have a physical deity, bro, or a
No, they
list of
don't.
physical deities. Bro, yes, they do. That's how they get in contact with them niggas. That's how they talk to them. They
Tripping,
physically go see them, bro. Like, come on. They
tripping, man.
actually come down from the sky because people believe that the sky was some mystical, spooky place, bro. Because you
Then
couldn't
you
get up
tripping.
there.
That's what you think.
So that's the divine world in almost any mythology, bro. And they physically believe that that deities can have offsprings, and then that they was descendants of deities. Like, come on. So is that? Come on, bro.
You
It ain't
tripping.
that deep. Sometimes it's just not that deep, bro. That's just
Now
how
you
human.
you tripping.
That's how human beings in antiquity just. That's what they believe, bro. That's just what
That's
they
your
believe.
opinion. That's your opinion.
It's no
Even though it's
different.
wrong.
And Egypt ain't special, brother.
Bro, they don't think.
Why is it not special? Everybody country is special for what they do. How you gonna say it's not
That's
special?
that's subjective,
Come on,
bro.
see,
That's personal,
just up here capping for real.
bro. But it's no different, bro. It's just no different.
They have plenty of differences.
Fundamentally,
What are
bro.
you talking
Fundamentally,
about?
there's no difference, bro. I'm not saying technical. I'm saying fundamentally.
Niggas love capping, man.
When you compare ancient communities, bro, even to the earliest periods, human beings have the same type of behavior, no matter what part of the world they are in, bro.
Did y'all look up
I
that
can't believe
definition for real?
yo.
You
Did
can
y'all
go
look up that definition?
bro. You can go to South Africa and see painting
We
in
ain't
cave.
talking about South
Bro,
Africa.
listen, bro. I ain't done.
Hold on, bro.
Bro, listen, bro. These the original religions. You can go to South Africa and see the paintings on the wall. Go to the Sahara, see the paintings on the wall. Go to Europe, you see the paintings on the wall.
You see the first one? A says
You
existence.
see the paintings on the walls, bro.
You see that, huh?
Man,
what?
you talking in the middle of nigga talking though, yo. Why you keep doing that, yo? Come on, yo.
The basic fundamentals of religion, of believing, it's a human thing, bro. It's a human endeavor, bro. It might be slight differences, of course, the different environments, but the whole basic of it is the same, bro. All
That's
humans,
facts.
all humans deified, you know what I'm saying, or you say a worship some aspect of their environment in their natural environment, bro. No matter what Europeans, Africans, Australians, or Chinese.
Look, here you go. Look, this was stupid. You ready to read this?
Now the definition stupid. Come on, man.
No, you stupid. You ready to read it? I was trying to stay away from it.
Right,
Because
that's
people
crazy.
don't know me and you talk on Facebook, and I don't want them to think it's no real smoke. So I ain't want to embarrass you. I was trying to save your little black
You
ass.
ain't
But now I
embarrassing
gotta
me.
get you. So
You
here we go.
embarrassing yourself,
So here
'cause
we
you
go.
said
We're
they
gonna read
believe
it.
they exist.
Can I read it? Can I read it?
Go ahead. Beat yourself
1,
up.
having objective independent existence.
Where I said it lived
B.
that in the definition of real.
B, it says, it's B, it's a not actual, fraudulent, or illusionary.
Not actually,
Real
like
gold.
Jabari said.
Real gold. It says also being precisely what the name implies. Look,
Right.
it's a occurring or existing in
Existing
actuality.
again.
In actuality, bro. Look, see? That's all I thought that's what we was talking about, my nigga.
That is what we talking about.
Actually existing right there, nigga. I thought it was, but no.
I told you that they were real.
Hold on, man.
I told you that. You wanted to say they was literal.
It's a occurring or existing in actuality. That's what we mean. But y'all some kind of way flammed it out.
No, it just fit better under the definition
man, come on,
of
yo,
real.
you made me get a definition,
When y'all try to flam
Bro,
and
how?
make it under literal.
We
It
say
don't
they
fit under
actually,
literal.
Yo, so you saying when I say,
exist,
hold on for a
and
minute,
I told
bro.
you yes,
Hold
that's
on for a
under the
minute, bro. So
definition
you
of
saying
real.
when I say they actually
It's
exist, yo,
happening.
so you saying existing in actuality is not existing actually, yo. What you saying? Is that what you're trying to say?
Hey, look up. Hey, look up if literally, actually are synonyms.
I know, bro. I don't gotta do that. It's right here in front of his face. So now I looked up the word. So tell me, did the Egyptians practice the religion, yo?
So you see that it don't fit under literal, then, right? It fit best in the description of real, like I explained to you, right?
Actually, and literally the same thing, bro.
Bro,
Literal
who
real
cares,
is not the
bro?
same thing, bro.
Literal
Literal
real
real
is
is not the same thing,
So
bro.
you don't.
So
Now
you
y'all
don't.
tapping
So
even
hold on,
more.
hold on,
So
hold on,
you
Kim
gonna
Netter.
sit here and let
Kim
these
Netter.
niggas say literal and real is the same thing and not call them
Yeah.
pseudo? Is that what you're doing?
Nah, I ain't saying it's
So-
the same thing.
So let me ask you this.
Oh
So let
my
me ask you
God.
this. Are you literal?
That's not even an argument, bro.
Are you literal?
I know that ain't even he crazy. It didn't laugh.
His name is Kim
Y'all
Netter.
niggas is crazy up here, boy.
Are you literal? Are you literal?
I'm a literal person, yes.
Do you exist?
I'm a
Okay,
literal
game over.
person, yes.
Game over. You can just
I'm not
punch
a
yourself
netter.
in the head, dummy.
I'm not a
You just
netter.
punch
How is that
yourself.
game over?
You just punch yourself
Kim
in the
Netter. Yes,
head,
you
How is that
is.
game over? That sounds so stupid. I'm not
Bro,
a
hey,
netter.
Kim,
Yes, you are.
hey, Kim Netter,
No, I'm
hey, Kim Netter,
not.
You
hey,
Kim
Kim
Netter.
Netter. That
No, I'm
wasn't the point,
not.
though,
I'm not
bro.
a netter.
That
That's so
wasn't the point,
stupid.
though, bro. You was
That was
denying that
stupid.
what we were saying. Nah, stop, bro. You was
That
denying
was
what
stupid,
me and
bro. Come
Gullah was
on.
saying, bro.
That was ridiculous.
No one. Do anyone believe that the netters are actually real? Like, what the
Right.
point
Nobody
was is
think
that
I
you,
that,
believe
nigga.
they real. I believe
bro.
they real, just
Okay,
not
that's because
literal.
that's good, man. Shut up, man. You tripping?
Exactly.
Shut up, man.
This one y'all keep dying at.
Nah, man, you made
Everything
that up,
y'all
man.
explain
Get out
fall
of
under the
man. Listen,
definition of
man.
real.
Get out of
So
here.
Right,
Fall
right.
under the definition of literal.
Kim Netter.
Even your
Let me
boy
ask you-
Ankh know that that's anachronistic, but he would go up there and tell you they literal and argue it with Reggie to prove they literal. But he the same
Let me
nigga to
ask you
tell
this.
you can't call the Egyptians black because that's anachronistic. That's
Bro,
pseudo.
all we saying
Oh,
is they believe that they could have
Man, I'm out there
deities can
biting
have
heads.
sex with people. That's the point.
Hey,
let me
No, they
ask you
said they
this.
have
Physically
sex
have
with people.
offspring.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Netters
that was
didn't
Let
have
me ask
sex
you
with
this real
people.
quick.
yes, they
Let me
did,
ask
bro.
you this
not
real
have
quick.
sex
So
with
did
people.
Jabari literally and really hear a mummy speak to him in that museum?
No, I don't think he did. No. You think I'm gonna sit up here and lie to you? No. I ain't
So he
rocking
said
with
he
that.
did. He said he did,
That's
though.
what he
No.
said
said.
he did, though.
That's his experience. That's what he said. Okay.
So
All right,
was
then,
it
so
a
he did.
literal experience or was it a real experience? Which one?
I would say real because I don't think it literally spoke to him. What are you talking about?
Wow. See, now you capping.
You
See.
see
That's
how you
his
playing with the
experience.
word?
No, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
So how can it be
That was his
real
experience.
but he didn't literally speak
That's a
to him?
syntactic game.
No,
That's
it's
This is a
not.
syntactic game.
No, it's not. You can't prove it wasn't real. You can damn sure prove it wasn't literal, though.
No, but he
So
said
how I playing?
the voice literally spoke to him.
Man, this nigga
That's what he
down
say.
wild,
Literally
That's
yo.
what he
spoke
say.
to him.
That's what he say. I
Hey,
don't
Yeah,
believe
what's
it.
up?
Hey,
Go ahead.
I don't
can
believe
say
it. That's
something
what
to
he
the-
say. But that's his
Hey,
experience.
Hey, can I say something to
Yeah,
the
go ahead. Go ahead.
the Egyptian specialist? Since
Yeah.
you know so much about Egypt,
Never said I was a
hold on,
specialist. See how you
hold on.
capping? Don't lie to the people.
Man,
Hold on,
man,
hold
talk.
on, bro.
Let me talk,
Hold on.
Since you
Just
know
don't
so
start
much,
with a faulty premise to make it sound like I
no,
said I
Man,
was.
hey, start whatever you want to start with, man. Knock it off, bro. Matter of fact, let's get some
no,
order
no,
here, yo.
bro.
Let this man talk, yo. Let me put you in the bottom, yo, because you disrespectful, yo. I don't like the disrespectful shit.
Anyway,
I
bro,
won't lie. Go ahead, talk.
to put the nail on the coffin, bro. Since he's saying what's a netta and what's not a netta, and we say, oh, I'm not a netta, but the pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, was a netta, a living nature.
Yeah.
He was a god, yo. And they literally the pharaoh was a literal person, a god on earth, and everybody believed that, and you better believe it, or you'll be dead in Egypt.
And that's the point, right? And that's the goddamn point, is that the people believed it. What do the population believe, bro? That's the point.
Literally
Egypt
believe
ain't
it.
no, Egypt ain't no damn monolith, bro. It's different people having different beliefs about their goddamn deities, and they believe that they will lift, bro. They physically had sex with their human creatures. All that shit. They believed all that stuff, man. It ain't that deep.
Right.
You know what's crazy, yo? You know what's crazy? You said it, Gullah. You mentioned it. So we know what a damn synonym is. If you're talking about something is literally something, yo, you saying it's actually that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know it's synonym. Like, this is craziness how they do this, bro.
That's why I gave him that little. That's why I asked that question.
Is actually a synonym of literally, yo? Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, hold on. Where you at? Where you at? Where is he at? Where the pseudo at?
He ran.
Hey,
Nigga,
ain't
you
run
know
away.
I ain't left. You put me in the back and
Nah,
go
I
ask
ain't
where
put you in
I'm
the
at.
back. My hands was up here. You
Man, knock it off. How I get in the back? Because I damn sure didn't drop.
came and did it.
I damn sure didn't drop. So
Hey,
don't lie
Kim,
to the people.
hey,
You've been
hey,
lying up here
hey,
all
Kim,
day.
hey, Kim
You
where?
literally
Hey,
said, "Let
Kim
me
where?
put you in the back," and
Hey,
then you
Kim,
put me in the back, and then you
did I
say
say
you didn't
that?
do it.
It was the mummy
Yes,
made
you
me. The
literally
mummy made
said it,
the
nigga.
mummy made
You
me do it.
literally said
The
it,
mummy
nigga.
made me do it. The mummy made me do it. It
My
was the
ass,
mummy. It was the
nigga.
mummy. It
And
was the
like I was
mummy.
about to say,
So I'm gonna
now
ask you the
about
question.
the
I'm
incident
asking
that you
no,
talking
nigga,
about.
I'm asking you a question, bro. Stop that. Come on, yo. What's wrong with you? You gotta stop.
There
Come on,
no
bro.
born netters.
No,
Like,
come on,
come on,
bro.
y'all
Hey, yo, all
capping.
right. The question is, bro.
Y'all capping.
Okay, no problem. So I'm asking you, right? We're talking about synonyms, right? Is actually a synonym of literally, yo? Yes or no?
Is it a synonym of literally?
Yeah, like literal or literally same shit, nigga. Come on, yo. Yes or no? Is it a
It's not
synonym
the
of it?
same shit. It's
Is
not
it?
the
I
same
said,
shit.
what,
That's the funny
literally,
part.
yo,
Y'all want to make them the same shit.
if I say I literally saw this, yo, I literally saw it. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Come on, yo. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. All right, I
But
just
how
give
you
up.
gonna make a
I just give up.
YouTube
I
video
give up.
better because he got obliterated to the
I give
status
up
of
on
a
you, bro.
netter?
Let's change the conversation, yo. Because
tripping.
now,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you
dude's
ignorant
slow.
now. Yeah,
This
now you
dude's
Y'all
slow.
tripping up here,
Now
man.
you doing it on purpose. I can't do this.
No, y'all whooping your own
No,
self.
I can't do it now. I can't do it. I
Bro,
can't
you flunk language arts or something, bro.
do it.
Y'all might need to.
Oh man. Now
He
we don't
wasn't
know
in
what
language
man.
art. He skipped language arts. He skipped
But
all English classes.
I
That's
mean,
why it's
but
so difficult for him to have this conversation. Words
yeah,
don't mean words. Remember that?
No, that's
Words
what
don't
y'all
mean
saying.
words.
Y'all trying to
No,
make
that's
two
what
different
you're
words
saying.
mean the same
Bring,
thing. That's what y'all doing.
bring
Y'all trying to
up
make
literal.
literal and
Bring
real
up,
the same
bring
thing.
up literal and
Y'all
actual.
trying to
Bring
make
up
Yeah,
literal
literal
you
and
and
doing
real
too
the
much,
actual.
yo.
same
Bring
thing.
up
Y'all niggas
literal.
is
Bring
capping,
up
man.
literal and actual for the
Y'all
slow poke.
niggas is capping up here, man. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all disagreeing with the experts. Unc say he go with the experts, and when the
You're
experts disagree with him,
slow.
now the experts is wrong. Y'all
You're
niggas is crazy.
slow.
Y'all
You
niggas
are
is crazy.
slow. That's how I
Y'all
know you
niggas is
never won
crazy.
a spelling bee. This is how I know you did never
Nigga,
participate in
I
a
never
spelling
took
bee
a
and you
spelling bee,
failed.
nigga. What?
Yeah, that's how I know,
That's
because
not
the
that.
words that we are using are
So you
synonyms.
telling me?
You
So you
are
telling me? Okay,
slow.
let me ask you this. So let me ask you this: are you telling me that I had to be in a spelling bee to understand what a synonym is? Because if so, you biggest pseudo up here. Go ahead and
You
say it.
slow as fuck.
Go ahead and say it. No, go ahead
You
and say
should
it.
you should
All right,
have
we
been.
going
No, answer
to
the
You
question.
should have
I'm
been.
off
You
that
should have
point
been.
now.
Answer
I'm
You
the
off
should
that
have
question.
point
been.
now.
You
No,
should have
answer the
been.
question.
You
Don't
should
avoid
have
the
been.
question.
You should
Don't
have
avoid the
been.
question.
You should have
Answer
been.
the question,
I'm
sir.
answering you. I'm answering you,
Answer the
sir. You should.
question.
I'm answering you. You
No, you
should
telling
have
me what
been
I should have been. That's not
because you would
answering the
have
question. I
because
asked
you
you a
would have
direct question.
learned
Disrespecting the
Do I
phonics.
have to be
You would
in
have
the
learned
spelling
phonics.
bee? Do I
You
have to
would
be in
have
the
learned
spelling bee to
All
phonics.
right, this,
You
all right,
understand
we're
Yeah,
gonna
them?
do this. We're
let's
gonna
move
do.
on.
No.
Nah,
Okay, so
we
y'all,
gotta move on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna
you
do
would
this.
have learned
man,
phonics.
Hold on, everybody.
got
Hey,
all these
Kim
niggas
Netta.
up here
Kim
lying.
Netta. Hey, Kim Netta. You actually
What's
doing this
going
on
on,
purpose,
Uncle
yo?
God Killer, Uncle
You,
Keck?
act,
What's
you
going
actually
on?
doing this on purpose, yo. When a person start talking, yo, your mouth is real loud. So I'm gonna ask you going forward, yo. We're gonna talk one at a time, yo. That's what we're doing. We're not doing this, yo.
All right, Uncle
It's
Keck.
like you purposely trying to disrupt the show now on purpose, willfully doing it. It's crazy, bro. Come
No,
on,
it's
yo.
just
You know
kind
we
of
get
hard to
along
hold
better
back
than
when I'm
that.
hearing so much crazy stuff.
No,
And you
you
ain't
gotta
calling
hold
it
back,
out.
niggas. Okay, I don't know to call it out because I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what the hell you saying.
No, it ain't what I'm saying. It's what they saying that you ain't calling it out. It's crazy.
Man, this shit is crazy, man.
It is for real.
Yo, how is how is the word literal a synonym is exact, actual, like how is verbatim? How is that not a synonym, yo? This is crazy, bro. You was tripping. Do you know what a synonym is, yo? Seriously,
According
yo.
to your boy, if I didn't take the spelling bee, no. According to him,
So, man,
that's
no,
a pseudoism.
Yo, here, yo, a synonym. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up here. Here we go. This should end the conversation. Can y'all see the screen, yo?
Yeah, we got you.
Accurate, actual, authentic, true. That's the strong synonyms. Unvarnished. That's a synonym, yo.
So you back to saying they literal?
No, I'm just saying what a synonym is, yo.
Oh
I'm
my
just saying what a
gosh,
synonym
man.
I'm just
actual,
asking you
yo.
a
Come
simple
on, man.
question.
I'm just giving you a synonym, yo. That's
And I'm just
all I
asking you a
did.
simple question.
No,
That's
man,
all
I'm not
I
back
did.
to now. I'm simply saying that a synonym for literal is actual.
Then
It's
you
what I'm
saying they're the
saying.
same thing, then, right?
Yeah, so Kim Netta, basically looking like this.
Man, nigga don't know what the
Literal,
synonym is, man.
literal and real are both synonymous when they both mean actual, the actual thing, that thing. In that instance, that they are synonymous, right? And you agree to that? In the instances that literal real is actual, it is the real thing. They are synonymous, correct?
So are you saying the Netchers are literal?
No, ask your
That's
question.
crazy. That's
Ask
crazy.
your
I'm
question,
gonna
brother. You
move
playing?
forward,
Yeah, you
man.
playing, brother. You playing. Man.
Just answer
The
his question. The answer
the
is
I just
no.
want to know.
The
The netters
conversation
are
is
not
circular.
real, bro.
Bro,
Well, wait. No, I would disagree with that. So the wind is real. The wind is an unseen force that is a netter that is real. So I would
You know what
The
to do,
wind is
yo?
not a netter.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
Well, I
that's a good
disagree.
point
I
you made
disagree
right
with
there,
that.
yo. That's a
Well,
good
I
point
damn
you
sure
right there,
disagree
yo.
with you on that because you
Y'all
say
did it
that
on
the
purpose,
Atum
man.
and Ra is dark twins. That's wild.
Yeah, we don't.
All right.
Nobody agrees with nothing
We're
you say,
gonna do
Kim
this.
Netter.
This is what
No,
we're gonna
that's
do.
King Jay say that Atum and the Ra is dark cosmic twins. That's what he say. That's wild.
No, that's what the text said.
I
When
done
we
had
just
No,
read
it
the
about 2
text.
don't.
minutes.
No, it do
You
not.
know what?
Give me
I
the
done
Bro,
text to say they
please
twins.
let's not debate this folklore. It's
Please,
folklore.
please,
It's
just
fake.
give me the text to say they twins. Please,
Yeah,
please,
we're gonna do this. We ain't doing this. We're gonna
Bro,
do
it's
this.
fake, bro.
We're gonna
please
move
give me
forward.
that
We're gonna
text.
Let's
move
not
forward.
waste time with it. It's fake.
Watch this.
He translate Atum to Upper and
Ken
Lower
Netta. Hey,
Egypt.
Ken
He do
Netta.
all type of
Hold on.
wildness.
Hey,
I know
Kim
he
Nett, I'm
not
gonna ask
talking.
this question and get out the game, yo. Watch this. So you the one that was thinking that Jabari and Reggie was debating over whether they believe they was literal, not the people. Correct?
The word they used was literal.
No. That's
right?
not what I asked
Were
you.
they
Come on,
literal?
man.
Right?
No.
Man,
What
this
the
is
people
Jabari, number
believe.
one cheerleader right here.
No,
We
hold
know.
on. No.
No,
I
I thought y'all said that was 7 asar. Now y'all to move me
No,
up.
I asked it. Yeah, you moved up
Then
in the
just let me
slot.
know. I'm just saying, let me
I
know.
moved you
Where
up.
y'all
I moved
putting
you
me
up
at?
in
I
the
just want to
slot.
know where I'm
Because you
ranking
gave
at.
that nigga a pass for having a master's degree from a pseudo website. So you,
Let us-
yeah,
I
you
didn't
wild.
say I gave a pass. I asked a question.
No, you didn't.
I did. I
You
asked
said,
you,
Come
you
how was
on,
said,
it
man.
how
pseudo?
call that?
That
You
was a
said, how's
question.
that pseudo?
That
And
was
I
a
said,
question.
it's
Right.
uncredited,
So I
and he
asked you a
misusing
question.
it. So did
And now you're
you
trying to
agree to that? Hold on. So
reframe
did you
what I
agree to that?
said. So
Did you
see,
agree to
now
the
you
answer?
capping. See,
No.
now
Did you
you
agree to
capping
the
because you
answer?
see that what I said was a question,
Did
and you
you
trying to turn my
agree?
question into
Okay, it
a
was a
statement.
question.
See, so
No,
now
you
you
didn't.
lying to the people and you capping. And I hate when
Yeah, you out of there, bro. You derailed the whole show on purpose. I can't do it, yo. Nigga came up here. Look, he didn't say, you know how niggas say, yo, how does a clock work, He came up here with, how that clock don't work that way. That's how he did it. You know what I'm saying? Then he tried to act like that ain't what he did. The nigga say, how y'all gonna say that man degree, that his master's degree, that his doctor's degree, you know what I'm saying, ain't legitimate? That's what that nigga said. How y'all gonna say that? That was the question nigga had. Nigga, we saying it because it's suit up. So any of y'all planning on getting the Anki too, they all get degrees, Divine Suspect, they all get degrees from these wild websites, yo.
Yeah.
How is that not undermining education for African Americans? How is that not doing that? It is. How is that not out of order for what we're trying to do? It is. How is saying that the Egyptians didn't have a religion not affecting the way we learn about African cultures? It is. Because now he got this wild special place for some people in Northeast Africa. He'll never say that about the niggas in what? No, he said Africans. We mean all Africans. They don't got no belief. Then he don't understand what the word literal is or literally is. He mixed all that up and try to put you in a wild little space. All that is crazy talk for a damn pseudo. That's what they do. Like you said in the chat, somebody say they derail conversations. Yo, you ain't derailing this one, nigga. We back on that. I'm listening.
We always got to remember.
And I think
words
it's just
don't mean
best that
Hey,
African
hold on.
Oh, it's StreamYard. I can't hear him. I'm gonna drop down.
Go ahead.
We got to always remember in these conversations, words don't mean words because they don't get into the prefixes and the suffixes and to understand the meanings of the words. They're just using the words as if we're having everyday conversations. So words don't mean words. We got to understand that.
Synonym is, yo. You can use that word. I know what the word synonym is, bro.
I knew. Like I said before the debate, if they're talking about what the people believe, that's all Reggie got to do, and the debate's won.
Bro.
I said it before the debate.
Bro, they Pharaoh, the king, the ruler of the land, was a literal deity in the flesh to those people, yo. They literally called the Pharaoh the Necher Nefer. So he's a Necher.
Right. Like it, you got to understand that this is a fundamental point. Like it's not even an argument, man.
How do they make a fundamental point? And then the thing you make it so bad, Jabari came up there and agreed. Here's some letters that are literal. He said it. You feel me? Anyway, man, I ain't doing that with them niggas, man. That shit's crazy to me, bro. They mess up the whole discussion, man. All right, let's read some of the super chats, man. Oh, Ben Eaton, you hit him up twice. I appreciate that, Ben.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
give you a shout out for that love right there. $5, man. That's love right there, bro. Go in, Unc, much needed. Tough love, yep. It's just straight to it, man. You know what I mean? Some Ben Eaton. Let me go. The Will. 10 jewels, man. Gold coins, man. I appreciate that, man. That support the channel, man. Definitely appreciate that, yo. Need that. All right. Think about it. 440 jewels, man. Uncle Luke. Come back to here again. 10 more jewels from the Will. Appreciate you, man. Ain't nothing but love right there, yo. So that's the support, man. We keep it cracking and keeping it, right there. And so this misinformation right here don't even allow you to see that Jabari got a master's degree from a non-accredited place that clearly puts him in pseudo land. Not to mention it's from a metaphysical spot. That's the problem. They get metaphysical stuff, mixed up with real indigenous stuff. And that's the issue, and that's the problem. And the pseudos, they do that. Pseudo will swear you down that a Christian can believe that Jesus walked the earth, literal, but can't believe that the Egyptians thought that they gods walked the earth. Now, let me give you the straight variation in it. They definitely thought that they gods walked the earth in a time period, right? Remember we talked about Manethos and them and how they give the history of, so in their history, right?
Yep.
They trying to show a line of how they get the royalty.
Yeah, it's kings.
As kings.
Yeah, it's the king. Yeah.
Listen, if y'all throw that away, y'all misconstruing the whole indigenous thing right there, yo.
Because the
Right.
king
Get that.
is the divinity. The king is the divinity.
Right? But how
Right.
do they get to divinity? So they show you these niggas they ruled Egypt. The gods literally was the first rulers, yo. Do y'all know that? This man come up here act like that ain't what it was. They literally thought it was the time period before theirs. They believed it, yo, that before them, that they gods walked the earth and ruled.
Yeah.
And then, hold on, and then the spirits ruled for a time period. And then the demigods ruled. What's a demigod? Half man, half God.
Exactly.
And then you get to the humans rule. That's how they make the accession from the Neteru to the humans. If you take that out, then you practicing African American style New Age religion, bro. Metaphysical joint. You can't take it away. You messing up their whole culture. That's African American style. See, when you take out that piece, they trying to explain to you through their history on what that's they claim. That's what they saying it. They saying this is how we know the pharaoh is a Netra because this how it came to be.
Yep. This is like in Japan. The emperor of Japan come from a dragon, yo. He descended from a dragon. That's the divinity.
And literally, that's why I said earlier, it's best if African Americans practice our own culture and acknowledge our actual ancestors. Because when we try to practice the Kemetic religion and become Hebrew Israelites, we feel a need to try to explain this folklore and try to articulate how it's real when it's really not.
Yeah, I'm with you with that, yo. Well, I appreciate objective perspective. I ain't gonna say who this is because he don't want me to say who it is. Appreciate the 440 joules.
You gravy dog. I don't mind you saying it was me.
Yo, say it. Brian Russell, 440 joules. Fake, appreciate that. Now that's Sabio the objective perspective, yo. Appreciate that, man. All right, we 3 away from our goal, right? Big up the ghost. He sent the cash app. We 4 away from our goal on that. All right. And so we shouldn't have to fight over that, man. If y'all sitting there thinking that the Egyptians some kind of way Mr. Genes that have you believing, yo, then you ain't even in the conversation, yo. As soon as you hear, see, this a tell. The funny hat is a tell. Here's another tell. Where some kind of way, somewhere, they can't never explain how, the Africans don't believe the way everybody else believes. They got a special way of believing. That's the trick. That is the foundation of religion and pseudoisms in the conscious community. There's some kind of way Africans got a whole different way of believing. Let alone these Northeast Africans, specifically in our valley, are stationed in an area where they got people traversing back and forth all the time. It's an area of confluence, no matter what Jabari said. It's an area of populations that confluence. 3 continents intersect. So you saying there's a hodgepodge of beliefs.
Yeah.
Craziest thing ever to say that out their mouth, but they don't know what they're saying. You know why? Because as African Americans, we don't know when to knock it off and separate it. We don't know. Gullah said it right. He said, yo, it's anthropology, yo. He was basically trying to say we want to look at it through the eyes of anthropology because they the experts, not Kim Netta, not Brother Unc. but the anthropologists. And the anthropologists will call it mythology. But why would they call it mythology? One, because it's dead. No one practices it anymore. And two, because they can't scientifically verify that no gods broke the earth. Anthropologists do the same thing with Christianity. They call it mythology. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, look.
No, it's absolutely the same thing. It's the same. You got to think of it the same way. Pretty much in any field, like archaeology, which is anthropology, and even in biblical studies, man. Like the conversation in biblical studies is more of a social. Well, the methodology applies more social sciences. Like archaeologists are more concerned with how people actually live their lives. Like what can we recover from what they actually believe? How we know that this isn't just like what we see in the literature, a monopoly of people, but they're not. That extra evidence will let us know those things. Just reading the literature, okay, maybe some people did have a variated belief in their deities, but that's not everybody. Yeah, that's it.
What about the people? So most people don't even live near the temples.
Right.
Yo, we talking about the Iron Age and the Bronze Age.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how many hunter-gatherers you got on the planet during the Bronze Age? Come on, talk to them, Gullah. What is they talking about? Yeah?
What they talking about? Yeah. Even the politics, the political system was entwined with the religion.
Right.
And that's how they reached the common folk with the laws.
It's just ridiculous. And they're gonna say they just ain't had no religion. Man, they did, yo. They did, yo. Like, what we doing, yo? Y'all create the conscious community and all that misinformation, yo. I'm always glad I developed a platform that was there but codified, meaning you could clearly tell that I was saying something totally different. Anything we participate in, the groups, you can say, yo, they different. They ain't saying what they saying. That's why when people in the group start saying what they saying, I separate myself from them. Not unless some new study that came up that we would have to change our stance or something that I don't have a problem with. But nah, as pseudo killers, we ain't never coming up with no groundbreaking idea, change the whole field of physics and think I'm gonna rock with that.
Right.
And ain't got degree to damn first, and ain't putting no money behind the situation, and you working some job or got some damn business and don't got no money, and you better than the physicists, or you better than the evolutionary. You say you better not come up with no damn evolutionary theory that go against the experts and then get mad at me for saying that's cat.
Shit. If I do, make sure you call me out. Make sure you call me out if I come up with an evolutionary theory.
You still be my man. You still be my man. You feel me, yo? But I ain't sitting beside nobody saying wild shit. I'm not doing it. Never have. I don't even care. Yeah, that's why that whole Pharaoh thing is cat. I ain't never sat behind no Pharaoh and not fight with this man. He just wasn't as sophisticated. The pseudos normally. He learned how not to be around and had a conversation with certain people. He would block them out. I'm not going to conversate with you.
Yeah.
That's what they do. But to have a one-on-one, you have a one-on-one and polite, you got people jumping in, beat them up on the vaccine, niggas diving in. It's crazy. I ain't never sat beside that man and let him get that shit off like that, yo. Y'all tripping, yo. Y'all can tell. It's not how, what's up, Kemet? And they that name again.
Yo, what's popping?
What's up?
I'm just listening in, man. I mean, I think y'all making some good points. I understand the points y'all making, and I agree with a lot of them. When it comes to Egypt, it's still all a belief system. You have to believe in that. Even though I took that name Kemet, I just took the name just to mean land. That's it. But I don't get into all that spookiness. Now, I would say this: even though I don't support nothing Dr. York did, to me, he's the only man that made Egypt manifest in America. And I don't see Jabari or none of them doing that. So I don't support what he did, but at least he made it manifest in his own way. So I give him props on that.
What the hell are you talking about?
we talking about ancient Egypt, right? And I know a lot of people into that, right? A lot of people in Egypt, Jabari, a lot of people. But what I'm saying is, York.
York just doing what Jabari doing on steroids. That ain't Egyptian culture. They go down the Chattahoochee River and read boats.
Yeah, and York and York was York was just cursed with the Egyptomania stuff at the time. Like he just got caught up in the wind too, just like everybody else.
What was his livestock and his agriculture? What was all the wheat and barley? What was the cow?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. The only people really studying Egypt for real is some of the brothers on the pseudo killers. Yo, we study African culture for real. Gull and them been saying the same shit for the last 20 years, yo. 15 years, 20 years, yo. Some real shit, yo. Like I cannot believe, yo, that y'all can't, at this point, y'all can't even distinguish real African. Y'all hate African culture, bro. Because every time I bring it up, it's a fight. I had to fight with Jabari. I said, yo, some of the tribes, they actually they reincarnated. Yo, no, they don't. Not literal. I said literal, nigga. Like right there, came back, boom. I gotta argue about that.
Right.
And then we fight over the word, the literal. Y'all know y'all, hey, that's what get me, Ben. Y'all know what the hell we saying, man. Stop that. So now realize the word. That's why Jabari fought so hard at the beginning to take out the word real and ease in the word little so he could play that wild game like that, yo.
Yeah, that's it. That's why he fought so when he did that. When he did that, I was like, if he does this and it works, he can win the debate. If he allows people, if he allows people to not fully understand the definition of the word literal, if he can finesse it,
he finessed that to death. Then he finessed it. They wasn't even talking about that. They were saying what them two believe. What them two believe.
He tried to finesse it.
Anyway, man, everything can't be that, man. I think. Let me see. Let me go to the chat real quick. The Pharaoh was representing the sunlight from the sun. They understood the difference between shade. Ah, man, come on.
Bro, no, the Pharaoh was Horus. He was Heru. Every Pharaoh was Heru. Every living Pharaoh was Heru, and every dead Pharaoh was Osiris.
There it
is. He went back to the underworld when he died.
So let me ask y'all this. You deal with retainer sacrifices, right? What better way to prove that you thought your gods was all that was real and literal, yo? That you literally thought that you was going somewhere, yo. So let me get this straight. They didn't think that gods was literal, but they thought they was going to a literal place to meet the gods, right or wrong?
Yep, they took their servants with them. They was getting fanned out and served food.
Yep.
Right. How would it feel to read a place that was always talked about? You know, it's weird. It's weird. It's like, and the other thing that I don't get is like they would attack the Christians for their literal God beliefs, for them literally believing that Jesus was resurrected. So y'all saying they didn't literally think that Heru was born through that scene with Asar and Isis?
Right. Sabio, they look at them like they spooky. Like, what the hell are we talking about, man? They both spooky. It's both spooky, man. Like, come on.
Crazy argument. Ain't that a crazy argument?
Bro, it's crazy.
Like the ancient Egyptians are just as magnificently spooky as the Christians. Because they believe that stuff, bro. They just believe that stuff, man. And that's crazy how we just go.
And it's pseudo, like you said, he kept calling us. It's pseudo to study an ancient culture and put your lens on it. You got to put the lenses of those people on, yo. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
man.
When you really get on the ground and really study, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
We
back.
know it's symbolic, you know what I'm saying, now or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because how we looking at it, but the people, you know what I'm saying, on the ground at the time, they believed in it fundamentally,
Right.
yo. And then even within that, like you could have symbolism in religion, inside of the religion, you got symbolism.
Right,
Yep.
that's the
You know what I'm
kicker.
saying? Just like I said, like Jesus is a fish, he could be a lamb, and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I
Even
think
when
that was a
you
good point. It was hard to hear you because he was talking over you, yo. It was hard to hear you, yo.
even in the Orishas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you look at Shango ain't just represented as a man. They get all type of symbols and, you know what I'm saying, other things. That's Shango. If you was in Egypt, you was walking through the desert and you seen a jackal, that's Anubis. Literally.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of Anubis.
Yeah, I ain't know it was gonna be such a fight. That's the craziest thing ever, yo. But then you know they fighting for new age, though, bro. They making the Egyptians special. That's the fight. You know what I mean? It can't be through anthropology. Yo, they literally, it can't be that. They fighting for the Egyptians being African American. That's why they fight hard for the blackness of them. Like, man, come
Right.
on, yo.
Right.
Come on, bro.
That
Y'all
too.
overdid that. Y'all gotta stop that, man. Cause see, if they black, then you can take the racial constructors in America and say, see, that's us. That's my culture. Come on, yo. Come on, man. We done ran around. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
I'm trying
It's
to find
getting
this
bad.
picture. It's getting bad. It is bad, bro.
No, I said this shit is bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you hit it on the nose, yo. And go ahead.
But remember, I always said, when you see a weird name,
You got him
your
talking.
radar
That's
should
definitely
go
it.
up.
Yeah.
Antennas going up. Yeah.
Antennas gotta go up, yo. When you hear my name,
Antennas got to go up.
Uncle Keck, yo, you put your eyebrows up. What do you mean?
Right,
Tell
I
me,
had to
explain it.
listen to you.
You gotta
I had to
explain it.
listen to you. I had to sit down and really listen to you to make sure you wasn't on no flam, no bull.
Yeah. That's a red flag, yo. Everybody with Egyptian names is a red flag, yo. Trust me, yo. It was a big red flag sitting there, yo. Trust me. I hope mine turned to yellow.
You see, but I'm serious. I'm being
Thinking
so
about the
serious.
yellow flag, but I explain it, yeah, I mean, shit. And then you know what's funny? The Ankh name don't even mean that no more, yo. Because now the African American, they think I'm saying Ankh, UNAK, or uncle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or like uncle, right? Or like uncle.
Yeah, so
I'm
the whole Ankh
it's
thing is
not
gone now, yo. Trust me. They don't even think I'm Ankh. They be like, Ankh. They don't, that's gone.
That's it.
Them days is
That's
over
it.
with, yo. The Ankh,
right.
it's gone, yo. They, you know what I mean? Some kind of way. The culture, then, because African Americans is thoroughly entrenched in pseudoisms now, in case y'all didn't know it, because of those big platforms promoting that, right? So when they say Ankh, they're saying like they owe the uncle.
Yep.
Crazy.
That's
The
what
Ankh
they're
is
saying,
gone.
like your older uncle. Yep. That's exactly what
I would say Uncle Keck. Matter of fact, that's why that show that Jabari did on Ankh 60607 Ankh. Remember when Wishmacombs was fighting with him? He kept calling Jabari a preacher. Because African Americans, right? Some of them, the ones that ain't believing none of that, yo, they all think you're a preacher. When you got the staffs and all that,
Right.
Think you're a preacher. He couldn't separate that. Because you know why he can't separate it? Because it's the same damn thing. So if you think you're an Egyptian priest, he kept saying, I don't go to church. The temple is the church to most niggas. It's the same type of stuff. No separation there. It's wild. We in a wild time, bro.
That's why I made the correlation. That's why I made the correlation earlier, Unc. I said no matter where you go, when you go into the caves, where humans been, you're gonna see writings on the wall, drawings on the wall, some deities, yo. From South Africa to Europe, Sahara, all with Australia. You're gonna see that, yo. You're gonna see that, you know, see them the original to the caves. That's just a human thing.
Yeah, I don't know why people actually think that
Right. Just a human thing, man.
It's a
Crazy.
human endeavor to believe, yo. It definitely is a human endeavor, yo. I was trying to find this picture because now, since people don't understand how we got to divinity, they should at least understand that. What about Egyptian cosmology? Let me talk about that. So you basically saying that the Hebrews have the ability to think that their creation story was literal, right? Exactly the way all that, but yet the Egyptians don't. See that? So now you basically saying that the Egyptians don't even have a cosmology. That their whole thing was symbolism.
Can I bring in something, because I think a lot of people miss this. I think it was Akhenaten who brought in the monotheism.
And it died right after he died. It died right.
It died right after he, right?
It had monotheistic characteristics, but in actuality, it was henotheism, really.
Yeah, it was henotheism, right? It was more henotheistic, but it had the one God, with the sun God as the one supreme God.
Yeah.
So where are y'all missing the connections and the literalness or the realness?
No, you said it right at first. There was no other gods.
Say it again, King J.
We didn't hear you, King Jake.
No, he raised the Aten to the supreme. Hold on, my phone. Hold on.
Phone died.
My bad. My bad. I had the TV up. No, he definitely raised the Aten to the only deity. There was no more Ra. There was no more none of that.
Yeah.
How do you truly know that?
Because I read the text, brother.
Yeah, you got the mono letters and everything.
Well, I mean, they can manipulate text.
What?
I read the Armor letters. That's where I learned it at.
Ain't nobody manipulating. Crazy. What?
I'm just saying. I mean, hey, I've heard all those stories, read it, but you know, at the same time, I had to take it with a grain of salt.
What? What else is you doing if you take it with a grain of salt?
Yeah, because I mean, just because they claim they interpret it, that don't mean it's the true interpretation. I'm just saying of Akhenaten. I think they're giving us fragments and not the whole picture. But you know, people love the mysterious and the unknown. That's why it's so attractive.
What?
Yeah, that's why people love Egypt. They don't understand it to the fullest.
All right,
So
here
why
we
do
go.
you
Here we go.
Pseudo alert.
What's so mysterious about a pharaoh having a religious revolution? Like, what's so mysterious about that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, why do you think that?
Y'all see the picture right here?
Yeah.
Here goes some Egyptian cosmology. Do you know what this is? See the squiggly lines? That's the premortal waters of noon. Now, see that dung beetle? That's Khepera. Right? This day religious symbology, and they literally thought that Khepera rolls out of the premortal waters of Nun. That's what they thinking right there, yo. You see the netches? See Khepera evolve, transform. See? That's a religious symbolism, right? And they thought that's how it happened. They thought that Nun rolls out of premortal waters, right? You see Khepera holding the sun? No more different than when the Hebrews say that and God created the heavens and the earth and out of the premortal waters. Y'all didn't know that was there too? Yeah, so is that literal when the Hebrews say that what is it? God, what is it? I know you know what it is, Ben. How they say it? God, let's see. Here you go.
God said, "Let there be light," and God created the water.
In the beginning,
he parted
God
the
created...
waters from the waters.
Hold on.
He separated the waters from the waters. He created the land and called the land. Right. Yeah.
The earth was formed without void.
Here you go. Look, yep. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Look, And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. All right. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. See? And God said, let there be light. Why y'all, what's any different than this, y'all?
So I'm almost absolutely certain that the authors of that text literally believed
Right. That's what we
that
saying.
that's how it happened.
Yeah, he just was just on some fancy shit.
Right.
That's the water, the primordial waters. You see the wavy lines? They got a lot of symbolism, fancy shit, but in their mind, yo, they actually thought that the gods rose out of the primordial waters, yo. Y'all got to know that, yo. And none is the primordial waters, yo. Matter of fact.
Oh, that's the dark matter.
Nah, I ain't going with you. I ain't going with you. Hold on, yo. Let me show y'all something, man. Hold on. Damn, I got the actual. I could read it to y'all. Hold on. Look. All jokes aside, yo. We ain't sitting up here playing, yo. It's actually discussed. Oh, shoot. It's called the. Damn. I got the translation, everything. It's the Dingo Banger. Diopsonym, the introduction, the pyramid text 1040. The text selected translate. These texts is written in ancient Egyptian scholar, priests, philosophers, chemists. Indeed, the very beginning, it was none, undifferentiated, right? Not separate. It said expanded as primordial waters. It says, out of this primordial waters came Atum Ra, the self-created creator, Shu, the sky, air, and male principle of Tefnut, the moisture, and the female principle were both born of the cosmic creator. This is the beginning of the world thanks to the sun. Divine symbol Ra itself, characteristics of Ra are energy, light, and warmth. Shu and Tefnut produce Geb, and Geb, the earth deity, and Nut, the sky goddess. Let's say this first Genesis is called the natural root, meaning perfection. It say the goodness, the beautiful one, the time. It say the spirit of matter was both manifested of the none. Now this is now Theophile Banger is right to try to explain this, right? All right. Now if you could actually hold on, let me get to the point where you can actually, because he showed this picture. This is funny. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. The nature, water. Hold on. See if I can actually find this. And then, of course, they go real super far and they go, but let me see if I can find a couple of things that evolve and transform, the evolutions evolve and transform. The none undefined. Go out, let me see, perfection.
I mean, and I don't like that word, the create word, in regards to Kepra. I prefer manifest. I think create gives you the opinion and illusion that it is being created out of something instead of manifesting of its own self. So that's kind of the distinction that I draw in between creation and the word Kepra.
The point is, yo, they had their own symbolism, yo, and they had their own beliefs. They thought the shit really happened, though, yo. We ain't gonna sit there and act like now they ain't got a creation story now. Come on, man. And then you know what the real game is. The real game is this, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what the real game is. The real game is once you can convince people that they didn't have a religion, now you can convince them that they understood the Big Bang or the string theory. Because they say this is string theory. They say all that. I'm just trying to show y'all the connection, yo. You see how they connected together, yo?
Yeah.
See, we kill all that connection. None of this is scientific, and they was wrong as 10 left feet. But they saying Egyptians understood the order and all that. They didn't. They was wrong. But if you can say that they ain't really believe like Europeans believe, then you say, yo, they really had a scientific idea on how things came to be. A Bible thumper will try to make the Bible scientific. No, that's the right order. Where you at? Hold on, I watch this. Hey, Madame Kemet,
Yo.
go ahead and tell us. Tell me they knew how things created. Go ahead.
Well, I don't think they knew based off the way the Bible began, because it says in the beginning. But I will ask you this: we speak about Egypt and the primordial waters, but doesn't science believe in a primordial soup in the beginning as well?
I told you. See that? I mean, I can always call him Madame to get us there.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
What the hell is a primordial soup?
I mean, that's what science call it. Like, they believe in chemical evolution. In the beginning, these chemicals came together in this soup type of.
Stop, man! You gotta stop. Bro.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I told you we can call him, but he gonna tell us. He gonna tell us how. Hey Ben, he gonna tell us how they thinking. See, we got it. He perfect. He definitely perfect for it. Crazy.
I mean, I know both sides, so
look, you don't know the scientific side, bro. You failed on that one. You definitely got the scientific side.
Yeah, even when they say cosmic soup, they just using an analogy for you to understand. You know what I'm saying, for the layman. You know what I'm saying? They just using it.
Okay, well, what's chemical evolution?
What?
What's chemical evolution then?
What? They don't say it that way.
No process of evolution.
That's a chemical evolution. You ever heard of chemical evolution?
Nah, chemical.
That's how some scientists think life came to be on Earth. These different chemicals coming together and forming proteins and all this other stuff. I mean, that's what they say.
That's a theory, though. There ain't no answer for that. Yeah.
Well, it's a scientific theory.
So you saying basically that life on Earth arose naturally from non-living matter through the slow process, simply organic atoms. That's what you mean?
Right.
Yeah, all right. Like, if life is chemical, you can agree to that, right?
Oh, for sure.
That ain't the big. That's a whole nother mystery. But it's multiple theories, multiple scientific theories that so that's not always included yet.
No, he could be talking about abiogenesis, cosmic chemistry, all kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff on the chemical evolution.
Yeah, it is.
Talking about oxygen evolution, stellar nuclear synthesis. You could be talking about a whole lot of different things. Chemical evolution, like, come on, yo, that's a broad word there, bro.
I know, right? But I'm just saying, when I hear the premordial waters, or whatever they call it, that's like, to me, it ain't them explaining it in ancient Egypt, but it's like a theory.
Think they was close. They ain't had no daggone theory.
Yeah, the only thing that was similar, they was looking at the sky, looking at the natural world. They was coming up with mythologies around it. They was in the forest with the blindfolds on,
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. They was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But don't act like they knew none of that. They ain't know none of that. All of what we know about the cosmos, we learned in the last 124 years. So for the majority of human history, we ain't know. And all the ancients got it all wrong. They was all wrong. All the creation stories is wrong. Every last single one of them.
Yep.
Motherfucker get mad at you talking about them Africans knew that he didn't.
No, they ain't know that, yo. They were just looking at the phenomenon and making up stuff around the phenomenon that was going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Remember I talked about how they thought volcanoes was real, and I think you talked about something, Ben. You talked about hills and stuff like that. They actually thought all that, man. It's the craziest thing ever, yo.
Yeah, man. They believe mountains had like actual agency. Like they could move on their own. Like get up and move. Not talking about like generation, shifting over time, but meaning like fight and move and shit. Like, But people believe stuff, man. Like ancient people are very creative.
Yeah,
that's one thing we have to appreciate. Yeah, some very creative people. Even though pop culture today is heavily reliant on like mythology, like that's big bucks right now, So like some creative people, man.
Yeah. Like Ankh showed the creation story similarities. it's not even so much that one got one from the other. It's just that, you know, so these cultures,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, had a particular theme, especially these are Afro-Asiatic speakers, you know what I'm saying, Egyptians and the, you know, Semitic, you know what I'm saying, Levantine groups or whatever, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the Cushitic group. You'll find similarities in their religious, you know what I'm saying, aspects with creation all throughout the themes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think we get too. They're the same, you know, a lot of they're in the same close regions.
What I think is overlooked when in these conversations or it's done is we place our thinking in ancient people's thinking, and we think, or people tend to think they were able to somehow know the things that we know, and because we know these things, the ancients knew these things, but we, as somebody just said, they were good at telling stories, and that's because that's all they had. The stories is what they told in order to keep their communities intact.
Yeah.
It may not have been true, but what it brought social glue. It brought a connectivity.
Mm-hmm. Let me show this to y'all real quick and show you how. So, water and mythology. Okay, it says water in various forms, as salty ocean water, sweet river water, or as rain, has played a major role in human myths. From the hypothetical reconstructed stories of our ancestral African Eve to those recorded some 5,000 years ago by early civilizations to the myriad myths told by major and smaller religions today. It says with the advent of agriculture, the importance of access to water was incorporated into pre-existing myths of hunter-gatherers. That's why we always say study the damn hunter-gatherers. Nobody wants to study the hunter-gatherers. The ancient Egyptian Nile Valley culture was built on hunter-gatherer culture. Y'all should know this. It goes on to say this is evident in myths of the ancient riverine societies of Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, and China, as well as those of desert civilizations of Pueblo and Arab population. Water. Water was important to the Hebrews. You don't live without water. Water was important to China. You don't live without water. Water was important to Mesopotamia, Egypt, India. Human beings, you can't go 3-4 days without water. Water is important, y'all. That's why they in their damn creation stories. Water. And no matter how they worked it and reworked it, they still was wrong. You get that?
Yep.
Premortal water. God over there. I just read the Hebrew thing. I read some of the daggone Egyptian thing. Water. That's why. So I just want to try to, we're trying to get this study. See if you can get the study solid. If you can get the study solid, right, and get it right, you can start to see that the Egyptians ain't no different than nobody else. Why? Because they had a great river society. And of course, water is going to be
exactly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show you, man. You can't keep doing it. It's just
and that's why they was looking in the sky too, because water falling from the sky, the rain, the sun dries the water up. The moon controls the tides. They're looking at all of that. They're controlling that water, yo. You know what I'm saying? You get thirsty in them savannas.
Yeah. So the water ain't in there because they knew better. The water in there because it's essential to survivability.
Yeah.
And they're incorporating the natural phenomenon in their world and their creation stories. And all humans do it.
Yeah.
They ain't no different than nobody else.
Yeah, that's why the hunter-gatherers follow the wildebeest, yo. Because they know that the wildebeest, they follow the storms in the pasture. When you got pasture, you have rain. You know, as we follow the wildebeest, they know where the water is, they know where the river is, they know where the oases are. You know what I'm saying? When you follow those ungulates, which are hooved animals.
And wild horses know how to get to the grass. That's why they can live in the snow, because they know how to dig to the grass. How they get to it, they can get there. It's the craziest thing ever. What's going on, Seven Assault? What it do?
Peace. What's going on, Unc?
Man, here nigga, chilling. Somebody must have called you.
Nah. I was peeping in and out. I was listening to the conversation. You was Unc being Unc. You have your opinion. I may disagree with your opinion sometimes, but I respect the fact that you can have them.
Appreciate
what
that.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that we need to just understand that, a lot of people have opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to especially the Kemetic people, there's a host of people who have opinions in their own translations and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a fallacy when people try to come in and make their opinion as an authoritative statement, right? Or like they an authority of the information when their translations, and then your translations may directly disagree. A scholar may directly disagree with your translations, but you will try to change the scholar's understanding of it, right? To fit your narrative. And I think it's just poor. I think it's just poor scholarships and weak arguments when people come in here with that. I've heard some really bad arguments when it comes to the Neteru, because people just want to be right, or the ego is bruised, or they just want somebody to soothe the ego because this is a narrative that someone else agrees with. But I think we should keep with the scholarship, with the facts, not with what people, their opinions, right? So, like we know that if you look at the word literal, there's no way in the world you can use that word to describe how the ancient Kemetic people thought about the Neteru, right? Because the Neteru is surrounded by metaphor. And the direct definition of literal just destroys that notion.
Well, they have the finger stroke, which means actually that it is actually that thing. So it's not anachronistic because they have the actual same concept. So when you look at the finger stroke, it means something that it actually is. And you mean what actual literal is, and it means something that's free of metaphor. It's the same thing. So, brother, it's not an anachronistic. Stop.
It's very anachronistic, King J.
It really is an anachronistic. Hold on.
No, you
King
cut him
J,
off.
he definitely cut me off.
Yeah,
but it is anachronistic because we understand they understood the concept of literal, but understanding the concept and they applied the concept literal, not in the way that of the definition of English. Because when we talk about the Neteru are not literal, we're talking about physical beings, concrete physical objects. That's what we're talking about. Nothing else. So when you dealing with that word literal, you can't say the Neteru are literal because they're surrounded by concept, surrounded by allegory, surrounded by metaphor. The word real applies much more when you're dealing with the lexicon of the English language versus the concepts of the Kemetic people. So, I wrote a paper on that. It will be on Academia AI. I will be presenting this paper soon on a Sonetta show. And this paper is a scholastic paper on literal, applying the word literal versus applying the word real, and how the ontology argument of literal versus real, how real applies more than literal, just by the definitions. So I have all the primaries. My argument is sound, and there's no way to get around that methodology.
Yeah, your argument is not sound because the Nasut is a literal netter. So you die alone right there. So all it takes is one person to show in the text that they thought that the Nasut was a literal letter, not after coordination. You die with that because we're going to show. I can show in text how the Nasut is a netter in the womb of Amun before he isn't even manifested in the earth, the physical realm. So, like, brother, it pays.
Well, let's set it for that.
Let me finish. You complain. So it pays to actually know how to read the text instead of Googling stuff that you agree with.
No, you're completely wrong. I don't Google stuff I agree with. I do the research and check not once, not twice, not 3 times, but multiple times to make sure the information is correct and the arguments are sound. Something you simply fail to do in your arguments in the papers you write. But if you feel that I'm wrong, let's have a debate on that. Literal versus real. We can debate after Kim Netta bust your head open. You can get your head busted open by me. So if you feel like I'm wrong and you can prove me wrong, let's do it in a debate, slide for slide.
Well, I was going to be real brief. And this isn't going to need a debate. I just want to be real brief. This is a literal conversation that we're having about beliefs of ancient people from 5,000 plus years ago, and we are trying to force what we think they thought about their belief systems, which is literally wild. We are telling the ancient people that what they think about whatever they believed in is wrong, even if it was real, literal, anachronistic,
Right.
metaphorical. At this point, we have to actually stop and give those people their culture, their beliefs, and stop forcing what we want them to say and how we want them to be and what we want them to look like.
Notice the fallacy. Yeah, that's a fallacy because no one here is asserting what the people thought. What we're doing is hold on. What we're doing is looking at the text. And when you use English words, anachronistic words, to talk about culture and concepts over 5,000 years ago, then you have to make sure that those words apply correctly. So we understand that we understand the concepts that they used. That's without a doubt. They understood the difference between literal and something that was existentially in reality, right? So when we understand that they understand both concepts, then we can apply the English words properly. But when you try to apply the improper English words to their concepts, that's where you get busted in the head with literal.
I have a question. When you say they, who are you talking about?
You talking about Kemetic? When I'm talking about the Kemetic people, or are you talking about the people that? Are you talking about the people that are asserting that the Kemetic people look at the Neteru as literal?
He asked you what you mean.
When you say they, who are you talking about?
In what context? Because I said a lot. In what context?
No,
was I speaking when I said the word they?
Anytime you have said they in this conversation with Sabio, and you're talking about the Neteru, who are the they? Like, can you identify the they for the audience?
Let me say it again. It depends on the context I'm talking about when I say they. It could be the Kemetic people, or it could be the people that's claiming that the Neteru are literal. So which context are you referring to, brother?
I'm asking, are you talking about ancient Egyptians? Like, are you talking about the people?
I'm talking about the people who wrote the scribes, not the people who were illiterate and learned the practices from ceremonies, rituals, and festivals. I'm talking about people who read the scribes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They saying the scribes were playing. They was atheists for real. They playing. They ain't believe what they was writing. They didn't. Like I said, you got symbolism.
They was playing.
But like I say, you do have symbolism within a fundamental religion. You know what I'm saying? So them people, like, even if you got the symbol of it, something in their actual life still, you know what I'm saying, was a reality. Like when they looked at the sun, that was really raw to them. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. You used all the words that I feel that you should use. Really, and it was real to them. That's the proper English title word to use when you're describing the Neteru and how the people who wrote it used it.
Those are synonyms, though.
Literal and real are not synonymous.
Can we pull
Yes,
it up again?
man.
Can we pull it up again?
We just did this with another Egypto nut. We just did this. Literal and real are synonyms, bro.
They are
They are
synonymous, bro.
synonymous. Whatever you pulled up was absolutely wrong.
They on the same
Oh,
They
team.
are the
Remember,
a
both
dictionary
The
wrong. A
dictionary.
dictionary is wrong.
this is the homie
A
squad. We're
dictionary
talking
wrong.
literal and real are not synonymous.
Show your screen.
They have two different definitions.
All right, hold on.
Can you show your screen up?
Yeah,
shit's
y'all
stupid.
got to put something down there for me to share.
No, show your screen about the real synonyms.
Literal and real.
Oh, the synonyms. Oh yeah,
Like
right.
the
Like literal.
literal
Like they
did.
ain't got no synonyms. They like there ain't no such thing as that.
They're not synonymous.
You just
They
need to
don't
say it
mean the
again.
same thing.
All right.
Two different
when it show-
definitions.
all right.
regards to
I'm
being
finna
a
dive
sexual
real
worker.
slow.
All right, here we go. They go synonyms. A synonym, so literal.
Mm-hmm. I
Actual.
got them in my car.
Okay,
say
actual.
words.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Exactly. It's real right there.
That's adjectives. Words for the word for word. Exact. Real. Yep. Word for word. You want to get right down into it?
A slow, painful death. A slow, painful death.
Remember the adjective. We gotta look up adjective. Let's look up adjective. Look, we're gonna get it.
I still can't see it. I can't see it. I'm in my car. So it's saying that literal is synonymous to real.
No,
How much time-
adjective is a word or phrase naming or attribute added to, grammatically related to a noun, or to modify or describe it. It's an adjective.
Yeah, man, you wasted a whole lot of time right now.
Exact, and real. You can add that. That's an adjective. But the synonyms are accurate, actually, actual, authentic, true, unvarnished. All right. And for me, the Egyptians, their tradition, several gods were believed to have lived and ruled and exacted physical earth, yo. All right. So I don't know what to say. So it might not be exactly, like the Christian claims, but you do got several gods that they actually thought was on earth, literally, yo. So I don't know why that's a problem. And then the thing that makes it so bad, is that some of your points are correct. And that's why it's a myriad of beliefs. So we're not arguing that all of them is that. That's crazy. But the fact that the Egyptians got the special pass is what's crazy.
Yeah, the pharaoh was a Necha, yo. They called the pharaoh the Necha Nefer. Like what? Like, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The good God.
And if you living in Egypt, you better not say that the pharaoh not literal or real. You better not say that. That's a death sentence.
You get shot up.
And then later on, when we get the coffin text, even the average person can be the netter and make it to become a coup.
So we're going to have to read the myth of the sacred cow. The myth of the heavenly cow. All right. Let's see. In the book of the heavenly cow described as Ra ruling while the gods and humans live together. So they don't think the gods and humans live together? And rebelled against him, after which Ra withdrew from the earth. It's interesting right there.
Yeah, like even if when you read some of the passages about Moses III, when he went to war with the Levantine groups, like he was saying that the deities, the Nechas was on the ground fighting with him.
Right, just like everybody else who God fight with him. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
No different, man.
I think we passed this conversation at this point, like, because only people who having it are the same people that keep bringing up the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's repetitive at this time. Only people that bring it up are Jabariites.
It comes.
That's what they are.
Hey, but I'm glad the saw came up here and ain't cut. We had a saw.
It's crazy, bro. That dude wrote a whole academic paper and probably didn't even pass language.
Hey, saw, where you at?
I dropped my phone dropped off for a minute. But
hold
the
on, real
big
quick,
is going on right now.
Hold on. Let me say this.
That's a big fact.
Let me say this. But I just appreciate your decorum, though. You
Yes,
feel
sir.
me? All right, because we can talk. We can talk.
Yes,
Never,
sir.
yo, he don't got it yet. I don't like that. I'd rather us just talk, yo. We can have a better we can kind of understand we both coming from, bro. We just talk.
Yeah. What I want you to do, Unc, is to pull up the definition for literal and the definition of real. Make sure you put them side by side.
They different. I know they different. You know, I know they different.
Oh, well, how they different and they synonymous?
I didn't say that.
I said that's what they said. That's what they said.
I said that they are. I said they're synonymous when we're talking about something that is actual.
Similar, not the same.
Only in certain contexts, though, King J.
Right, and we're talking in this particular context. We're talking. Wait. In the context we're talking about.
Synonymous.
Yes, we're talking about something being actual. So when we're talking about something being actual, yes.
No, we're not talking about something being actual. We're talking about something being literal. And
so hold on. Let me stop you, brother, because you're so fast talking that when something is literal, hold on, stop.
Can you allow
because you convolute the, hold on, brother, hold on. You convolute, hold on, brother.
Whoa, hold on, King J. Hold on, King J. Let him finish.
Thank you. He always do that. Now, never allow anybody to finish speaking. Okay, what I'm saying is, when we're talking about the Neteru, we were saying they weren't literal. I never said that the Neteru weren't actual. And now you're trying to change the conversation. And when I said the Neteru, see, there you go again. When I said the Neteru are not literal, I mean in the physical, concrete sense. That's what I mean. No other contextual sense of literature, of literal. You're trying to use another contextual sense of literal away from the argument, the main argument, which is they're not physical object beings.
Okay,
that's
now I can respond.
That's okay.
You're about to convolute everything.
So wait. No, stop.
Yeah, that was my
if you agree with the word actual is a synonym of literal. You get that?
Actual is a time, but it's contextual. Just like
that's my point.
Hold on. Yeah, but it's contextual though. When you're trying to use literal and actual, you have to make sure that when you read it or it's said, in what context that you're using actual when it's synonymous to literal. And the same thing with real. That's how the language.
Right, so we're using it in the proper context.
Wait. I never said synonymous.
That's why they have two distinct definitions.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on, y'all watering down my point. What I said was that a synonym of literal is actual. I never said synonymous. I said a synonym. So we need to know what a damn synonym is. Remember?
Thank you. No, you're right to make the distinction. Yeah, I apologize because it got convoluted. You're right. There is a distinction between something being synonymous and something being a synonym of something. That's why when you're talking about it being a synonym, it's in a certain contextual state. When you're talking when you're talking about synonym, it being a synonym
in an actual state, like you're saying so much and nobody can unpack it because
you can go right now. I'm just talking about in the physical sense of literal. That's always been the argument.
So when we're talking about something being literal, we're talking about it being free of metaphor, it being what it actually is. So actual, that word actual, right? So the netters are actual. The nasut is a actual netter. It is a real netter. It is a human being. It is a netter. The Apis bull is a literal, physical netter. The people in the land of Punt, the people from Ta Neter, those little dwarfs, when they saw them, they thought that was a actual literal netter. They got a whole place called the land of the gods, a literal geographical place. It's a toponym. That means that they thought that everybody who inhabited that land were literal netters. So, like, brother, I'm tired of your Google scholarship, and I refuse to even continue having the same circular conversation with you because people who don't get it just ain't gonna get it, and I'm fine with that.
You're not the authority either, King J. Yeah, King J is not the authority of it. He's talking about he's tired of someone talking and claiming about Google scholarship.
You're a Jabariite. Y'all are carrying his argument.
And you're a pseudoite. You're a pseudo white. I'd rather be learning from a than your pseudo arguments in
You know what I noticed?
No, you cutting in.
You
Yo,
know,
let this man finish, yo.
King J elongates like he knows more, but he doesn't have no argument for it. Like I said, I challenged him to a debate. All of y'all heard that. If he feel like the people thought they were literal and not real, then debate me.
Brother, Reggie already beat Jabari on the topic. Why are we having? I'm not having the same debate. The community is tired. Listen. Hold on. Let me go because now you're cutting me off. Now let me go. You've been dominating the conversation. Now let somebody else speak. The community is tired of this conversation. If I see one more damn live that say literal and real, I'm tired of the shit. Like for real. Like let's move on to something else. The people who don't get it ain't gonna get it, and I'm fine with that.
Is he capping Unc? Unc, your boy capping don't out.
No, he's not.
Wait a minute, Unc. The debate was not if the Neteru were real or literal. The debate was the Neteru literal. That's what the debate was, right? And we've always said that the debate that the people thought that the Neteru were real. You guys discounted that and tried to focus on literal. But I'm telling you, that's the wrong word to use when you're describing the Neteru. It's real. And if you think that you can use literal and not real, it is strictly literal or literal and real, you're wrong. You can only use the word real. And if you want to debate me on that, if you think I'm wrong, bring the smoke.
So it was a debate about grammar?
Yeah, I know you don't. You're really scared.
Nope.
And you're going to try to use.
Can I finish? You didn't cut me off. Anka told me not to cut you off. You've been dominating the conversation. Now, again, no one wants to debate you on an old played out topic because people don't understand grammar and English, and they want to force their way of thinking onto a conversation of ancient peoples and their beliefs. If you want to tell yourself that you was one of them people and you know what they believed and you believe what they believe, do you. But stop trying to tell other people that we don't know what we talking about because you failed class, bro. It ain't our fault. And the other thing I wanted to say is that you Jabariites are very convoluted when y'all talk. Y'all like to use words and be very long-winded and say a whole bunch of nothing. That's why you think a man heard a mummy say. That's why you think Jabari literally heard. That's why you literally think Jabari heard a mummy speak to him in the museum. Literally.
The lunch.
All right, let me call him.
Running from a debate.
All right,
talk I heard, but people putting on track shows, track shoes.
Hold on, listen. I ain't trying to trap y'all in the English language, but I got to trap y'all in the English language. So we all speaking English here today. And the reason I brought up a synonym, and the reason I actually said actual, right? Because if we look up what a synonym is, let's look it up. Watch this.
Let's look it up, please.
A synonym is a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase in the same language. For example, shut is a synonym of close. So if the words if you agree that the Egyptians actually seen their gods, then you can't fight that it wasn't literal, yo. I'm just saying, I use the English language. That's how I was raised, yo. That's why it's a crazy scam argument. I'm not even saying you're Saul. I'm saying Jabari put us in a wild position, yo. Because this nigga is a professor, and he know what it is. So he got us arguing over some minute, crazy-ass detail. That's what I don't like. That's all I'm saying, Saul. That's all I want to say, bro.
I agree with you, Unc. I agree with you. And you're using it right because it's contextual. Yep, the way that you used, the way you talked about those synonyms, it was contextual. Yep. And the other brother is right. People act like they understand the definition of words, or even how the English, how English is applied in sentences, paragraphs, and other words. Right? They have a whole misnomer about that. And when you try to apply literal to the Neteru, it just fails by the definition itself. You want to try to put in other contextual synonyms to it, you still fail at it. And like I said, I'm going to present my paper. I'm challenge anyone to try to dispel it. And if anybody wants to smoke and want to say it's not, it's literal, not real, or it's both, come get it. But don't give me no crying excuse that you've heard it before, or I think I'm right. If you think I'm wrong, prove it. Otherwise, then shut your crying behind up.
Your boss already got beat up on it. I don't want to debate the worker.
If my so-called beat up on it, why is the other guy making 300 videos about them being him being right?
He must work
And he's
for
not making a whole bunch of videos. He must not, and he's not making a whole bunch of videos that he was right. The people said, people with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny that you guys up here enjoy hating on Jabari. And I know that Ankh doesn't like to say that he's a hater. Ankh is a critiquer. No. I'll give Ankh his understanding of him critiquing. I see it a different way. But you guys right here, you guys don't even do it with at least the focus and the scholarship that Ankh do. You just come up here and hate because you got beat up by Jabari. He didn't slap you around like some schoolgirls. And now you're coming up here crying about how he wrong and he lost the debate. But none of you dudes would step up in a ring with him and put your
I don't hate Jabari. I just don't take him serious.
Because King J will go.
Wait, hold on, Cam. See, you jumped in.
I didn't hear nobody else but me. My bad. I said
you jumped in because I want you to hear how Asar 7, his decorum. I let him talk all day, yo. He don't.
Yeah, he wasn't here when y'all was acting how I had to act to get my words.
That's not true, yo. You put us on that. No, you put us on that, yo. We all like to holler and argue like we ain't got no damn sense. All of them. Just call me the ring nigga.
Talk, so you know it don't be like that unless niggas was doing extra. So let's not even cap. But
just call me the ringleader. I'll be the ringleader.
So we got the Reggyites and the Lunch Money Squad and all that going on the other side. So that's cool. The Reginald A. Mayberry Lunch Money team, that's all good, right? But at the end of the day, we got people like King J that always talk about Google scholarship, right? He will use Google to put together a paper and it'd be horrible. You will grade his paper, it's horrible. I got a couple of his papers off of Academia EDU, ran it through the simulation to check how accurate he was based on the primary record. Shit scored about a 42 and an F. And then he get mad and block a nigga on there because this shit was so bad, right? Him and Reggie did the same thing. They blocked me on Academia because I did a review on their paper. They blocked me because they were so horrible. King J like to use European words, more modern words. He don't use the actual words that the scribes can attest at the time period it was written. So he translate Atum as Upper and Lower Egypt, which erases Atum from the cosmology because that's his birth story, right? So how the hell you gonna translate him as Upper and Lower Egypt? That's wild. Then he say the text say that Apep and Ra are cosmic dark twins. That's even the worst. Wow, right? Where the hell would say that at? Please give us the primary text where they call them cosmic dark twins. Wow. Right, but nobody gonna sit up here and call them out about that because y'all all on the Lunch Money Squad, and we get it.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. He sung his little heart out. You done? That was cute, Kim.
You showed and say I was wrong.
You be ready? Yeah, you was wrong with everything you just said, bro.
Translate like that, or am I making that up?
Yeah, you made everything that you just said up.
I got your papers. I can send them to everybody. So
brother, my paper is on Academic EDU. Everybody can see my every. Hold on. Let me talk. Can I talk, brother?
Not the one where you
can I, brother? Can I talk?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you lie.
Right. All my papers are on EDU for everybody to review. That's what they're there for. The difference is nobody.
So why block
brother,
me?
wait, brother. Ken have to stop.
You gotta let him talk. Come on, yo.
So I don't know if you got a special Google. Like your Google AI is different than everybody else. You don't think before I put my paper on Academic EDU, I ran it through Google AI.
So you did Google
Yes or no? Wait. Yes or no?
So you did Google Scholarship.
Brother, you don't think that I ran my paper through Google AI before I uploaded?
I'm gonna answer your question now.
Brother, I'm answering the question, brother. Yes or no?
Stop talking.
It's yes or no, brother.
He ain't trying to get you to jump in. No, he ain't
No,
It's a
trying
I'm
to
about
let
to
you
direct,
jump
answer
in.
the
He
it's a
just wants you
question.
to
direct
answer the question.
question,
I'm
brother.
about to answer your question and
Yes or no,
expound.
brother? So I keep
No,
going
I
on,
don't
brother.
think you
It's
ran
not a
it through
diatribe.
there.
Quite a
No,
good
I'm
question.
answering. You
Kinwa,
still
he
talking.
just asked you. Yeah, he don't want you to get into a long way.
I'll wait
Is
till you
it
finish
yes
and
or
then I'll
no,
bust
brother?
him up.
Do you
I
not,
said
brother?
no.
Just
I
answer
said
the
no. I
question.
He
said
said
no.
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 He
No.
said no.
Okay, well, yes, of course I ran my own paper through AI before I uploaded it to see what it said. So if your AI is saying something different than what my AI is saying something different, then maybe AI ain't reliable. That's why
Okay.
people.
Now.
That's why. Wait. That's why it takes people who are actually knowledgeable on the subject, right? Because you can Google something, not even comprehend what you googling, Kim Nutter. I'm not finna deal with somebody who can't have a conversation without a Google in front of them. If I ask you a conversation, something, you got to go to Google and see what it say. You don't know jack crap. Do you
Okay.
understand that?
Cool.
Every time you go, you got to go to Google for the answer, brother. I might as well just ask Google myself.
All right,
Okay.
you gotta
Cool.
let him go. You
So
gotta
now
let him
let me
go. Let him
respond real
go.
quick.
Don't
All
nobody
right.
cut him
Now,
off. Don't
thank you.
nobody cut him off.
Now, right. So this the same cat that said his papers are there for everybody to review, where you can criticize or whatever. Why block the nigga that's criticizing you then, regardless if you like what I said or not, right? This how you know the niggas is lying.
Because you're a
And
troll.
still, hold on,
No,
hold
don't let
on,
him.
hold
Don't
on.
cut him.
Shut
Don't
your
cut him.
mouth. Shut your
Don't.
mouth. Now, this is how you know niggas is capping, right? This the same nigga that won't tell you why he translate Atum as Upper and Lower Egypt. That's hella anachronistic, right? And we can all see it. Anybody can Google and just ask, based on the primary records, can you translate Atum as Upper and Lower Egypt? It'll tell you no. Sinjetti had him on the damn channel. I asked Sinjetti that. He said, hell no. He said it's a way better way to do that than to translate it like that. He said, I wouldn't even do it like that. He argued that Sinjetti was wrong. He told the man that unilaterals don't have no meaning. He told him that in the realm of people who do this type of work for real would laugh him out of the room. But he always think he's better than the experts. He like the word manifest better than the word become, which the word become best describe the word. If you look up the literal translation for Kepra, it tell you the best word to describe it is to become. But he would like to skip over the word that best describe it to use another word like manifest. And this where you get problems at with people like him. And he claimed he can read it. So when you read the text, then actually tell me if you can translate Atum as Upper and Lower Egypt when you read the text, since you claim you do. And then tell me in what text exactly do they name Apep and Ra, the dark cosmic twins. Give us those, please, Pseudo.
Bro,
Now,
you just
now,
sound
now,
some,
now,
you
let-
just
now,
sound
let-
some
now, let-
good.
now let me respond, because this little boy didn't cry his heart out. Everything he ever wanted to say or felt. So let me get it out.
You
I'm
sound some
tired of him
good
saying
expert.
I'm tired of saying the silly stuff. So so let's be clear. If I sent you a paper, right, and in the paper it had an incorrect transliteration, as a righteous, honest brother who's not trying to have something try to hold up over somebody's head or
But I
use
thought you
against
ran
them.
it through AI
Hold on, brother.
first.
Let me, brother. I didn't. Nobody cut you off, brother.
Like
Nobody cut you
you
off,
ran it through AI and still got it wrong as
brother.
why.
Nobody cut you off.
Yeah,
So if
keep
we,
going. Y'all can't cut him off.
if a brother,
Y'all
am
messed
I gonna
it
get
up.
to speak or not?
Yes, you
You
can.
went
Go
on for
ahead.
like 3 minutes
Yeah,
uninterrupted.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
So if a brother sent if you send me a paper, right, and the paper got a misspelling in it, right,
Mm-hmm.
instead of waiting for a got you moment on Sarnetta, right, to let you know that hey, brother, your paper got a misspelling in it or something, or did you actually mean that? And you know what I'm saying? And come to you and ask you, and be like, no, oh, my bad, brother. You know good and damn well I didn't mean Aten is the word for Lower Upper Egypt. That
Mm-hmm.
sounds crazy. Because anybody that knows me will know that I'm the one who uses the indigenous terms, and our own people asked about using Lower and Upper Egypt. I'm the one that says use Tamehu for uh, the Nile Delta. I'm the one on the panel that says use Tasheme for lower the South. So like, brother, stop playing with me, trying to use
I
these
just want to
crazy got
respond
you
one more
moments.
time
Like
when he's
I
done, and
like
I'll
we
be
watch the
done with it.
band. You could have
I
just
got
asked
you.
me. Hold on, you could have just asked me for clarity what I meant, or what did the text have an error? Well, if you when you Google papers or use AI, they make typing errors. I always got to go back to my charts and correct where it says text in or text in if I'm using it for charts and spreadsheets and stuff like that, brother. So like, stop it with the Google madness. Just ask me if you don't know. So
Okay,
so
now let
so
me
so,
tell
so
y'all
that
how he
clear.
lied.
So I don't want to hear. So I don't want to hear that
So
ever
let me
again.
tell y'all how he lied,
And
right? He
second, now hold
said
on. Let
I
me now
could
let
have
me now
just
hold on. Let me
go
finish.
ahead.
And secondly, quit trolling scholars, brother. Real people who do this work, brother. So when we on academic
You
platforms, we don't
scholar.
want. Well, hold
He's
on.
lying.
When we on real academic platforms, brother, Don't come up
crying.
there with no Santa Bulls crap trolling motherfuckers. For real. That's
He
why you got
crying.
blocked on my platform and on Academic EDU. And that's why the brother Reggie blocked you. Because you trolling. Quit trolling people who really out here putting in real work. You a
Okay, so
Google
now the
scholar, brother.
people
Hold
who
on, hold
think I'm
on.
trolling,
You a Google,
y'all can go.
hold on, brother. You a Google scholar. And I have the comprehension of the text to make my own assumptions and conclusions in regards to it because I can read it. So if I want to say, I think Kepra manifest fits better for the word Kepra, I can do that because I can read it and I can keep it in context with how they actually thought. I'm not sitting up here Googling. What does Kepra mean? And coming up with a Google AI answer according to some whoever source they're going to use, which is probably Eric Horninger. Eric Horninger, who's a white Western boy who doesn't believe that anything evil can be a nature. So everything
Okay.
that this brother is saying is based off of Eric Horninger's and what he says that he got off of Google. That's his primary source. So
All right, now I'm gonna
that's
show
why he's
y'all.
coming to the conclusion that he's coming to because he can't read it, and he's going off of a racist white boy, Eric Horninger, who thinks that anything negative can't be a netter. That's why he's arguing that a peppy can't be a netter. The heck
Okay, now
how the heck
he gonna
can
keep
a
crying or
netter?
what?
Keep
Yeah,
How the
talking
yeah,
heck
because
can?
yeah.
he gonna keep talking because he don't want you to talk. He's
Hold
scared
on,
of
hold
something.
on,
I'm trying
hold
to
on.
prove him wrong.
Hey,
He
I'm
might go
addressing
ahead and
hold
everything that
on.
he said.
Hold on, King. Hey, King J.
Like
Hey, yo, I
Yeah,
like the
though.
way. Hey, King J. I like the
yeah,
way you kept going. That was a good one. He tricked me.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
going.
okay. Now
Hey,
watch this. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, Seven.
So
I'm gonna show you where he
No,
lying now.
finish his point.
let's do it like
Let
this.
him
I'm
close his
tired of
All
the
right,
point.
Google
I'm gonna let him
squad.
finish
Then
crying. I'm
you
gonna let him
going.
finish
We'll do it
crying. Go
like
ahead.
this.
Yeah. Hold
We'll
on,
do it
King
like
J.
this.
Hey, King J. That was tight though. You tricked me.
It was. But
I
look,
thought you was
let's
going.
move on. Listen. I'm tired of dealing with the Google squad, brother.
so now, God damn.
Okay, just
So
land your plane if you're tired of us, man. Let me talk now.
That nigga
Okay, so
flew back. He flew by the airport. I seen him go over
okay,
there.
now watch this.
Shoo.
Now I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
just show y'all
everybody
how
stop.
much.
Hold on. Then where? He tricked me when I looked up. The plane was still flying. I said, "Damn, I thought niggas gonna land there."
Man, okay, so look, watch this. I'm about to show y'all how disingenuous this nigga is,
No,
right?
wait.
Now watch
I'm
this.
tired
King
of
J
it.
just sat up here and lied and
Oh my
said that,
God.
right? Pay attention. I want you to pay close
All right, then
attention because I'm.
hold on. Let me see.
Yeah,
Can
silly.
I laugh through the joke
he
first? I looked up. I seen
he
King J
don't get
plane. I said he
Oh
gonna land.
man,
He kind
he
of dropping altitude a little bit. Look,
like
he dropped a little
he
bit.
was
I'm like, okay,
he,
he gonna land that motherfucker. Some say,
he was
shoo. I think shit, he's still going.
yeah, he's still going. I'm not gonna let these brothers talk. Not these niggas.
He
Okay, so
said,
look,
hell with Kim
and watch. This is
nigga.
crazy, right? I'm
Uh,
about to show you how
it's
disingenuous this
too
All right,
nigga is, right?
smart,
Hey,
brother.
Canetta. Now watch this. Canetta got a style too. Now watch this
No,
Now
style.
watch
Watch
this. I'm
this.
about to
go
show
ahead.
y'all how
Watch this style.
disingenuous this
All
nigga
Oh
right,
my
is.
go
He
ahead.
God.
woke
It
up
was funny
early
as
morning,
hell, yo.
and I'm gonna send it all to you, Unc, so you can show it and show how much of a liar this nigga is, right? Because this nigga woke up early in the morning, sent me a text with a file called the homie, right? Where he wrote this wild ass shit in, right? That he did not post on Academia EDU because he know how wild this shit is, right? So the nigga sent it to
No
me.
cussing, no cussing.
Okay, you know how wild this fool is there, right? So he sent it to me, right? And this is where he said Upper and Lower Egypt for Atum. That ain't no misspelling, nigga, right?
Thank
And then
you.
he say he
Oh my God.
run it. Then he say he run it through the AI to make sure he correct, right? So then if you run it through the AI and make sure you correct, then you feel like you was all good, but right? He said I could have asked him about it personally. Hold on, Seven, mute your mic, Seven. Laugh in the background, mute your mic. So look, then the nigga say I could have called him and personally asked him about it instead of trying to have a gotcha moment online, right? He sent the paper to me. I've sent the nigga notes back and told him everything I disagree with what he wrote. And then he said, well, if you disagree like that, well, let's both write a paper and see who's better. Then we both wrote a paper on APEP. So the nigga sitting up here lying, act like I didn't ask the nigga for clarity. I asked the nigga for clarity. He wrote a whole nother paper that he didn't put no sources in. The nigga told me I was wild because I wrote 19 pages and he only wrote a couple. Then he wrote it again and added his BS sources in there that didn't prove nothing. And I'm gonna send them to you because the nigga sitting here lying, act like I didn't ask him for clarity. He didn't write a whole nother paper and double down on the wild ass work he put down. So this is gonna be funny right here, Unc. And I want you to post it since he set up there and lied on me.
So you
Hold
asked
on,
me.
you ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. You almost landed and took off again. Chill out, sit back, close your mouth, mute your mic. Now, This nigga sat up here and lied to everybody and try to make it seem like Kim is up here lying on him, that I'm being disingenuous, right? So I'm gonna send you the screenshots and I'm gonna send you his files on his paper where he lying on people and he won't put them on academia EDU. I'm gonna show you where this nigga is just a straight out fool. Now go ahead.
So let's just see if you got some character or heart. So you said that you asked me for clarity in regards to Atum meaning lower and upper Egypt, and I said yes. Atum means lower and upper Egypt. That's what I said. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Oh, now you lying, brother. And if you was in my face, we had to get a fair one. I ain't gonna lie.
Now watch this. If you saying I'm lying,
if you was in my face, Kennedy, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me respond, brother. Because if you was in my face right now, we had to get a fair one, brother. Because there's no way in the world you would say to me, I would say to anybody, the word Atum means lower and upper Egypt. So now, if hold on, brother. And I've said it 5 times. If in the AI paper that I sent you, if it was a mistranslation or a misspelling, right? Hold on, brother. That's all that was. You can simply hold on, brother. Hold on. You could have said, hold on, brother. Stop.
I checked.
You could have simply, hold on, brother. You could have simply asked me, hold on, Seven. Are y'all? I know y'all Jabari are on the same people. Let me get it, brother. Hold on, brother.
So he can finish, so I can respond to him, Seven.
Yeah, you could have simply asked me, just like I'm clarifying it now. It's clarified. So you ain't got to even bring it up or try it again, because I'm letting you know what it was. If it said that in the paper, it was wrong.
Okay, so now he said I could have asked him for clarification.
So right, so hold on, Kim
already. You was done.
No, I'm not done. I'm still speaking, brother. I'm still speaking, brother. No, I'm not done, brother. Because there's 2 of y'all and y'all finna go on.
I'm the only one talking.
Hold on, brother. I'm tired of it. Hold on, brother.
Freeze, everybody, freeze. We ordered.
You're not even talking about Kim Nettles. Hold on, brother. Have some decorum, brother.
The nigga said if I was to ask him for clarity, he would have clarified it. I sent the nigga a note, a whole file of PDF on the notes.
And you thought I read it?
Hold on, nigga.
Brother, you thought I read 19 pages?
So that's not my fault if you didn't read it. Nigga.
I said, brother.
Everybody got free. Everybody got free. Let's reset.
You think I read a 19-page critique?
Hold on, now watch this.
Let Kim let
so
her finish.
This how you know he capping, right? He said I could have asked him for clarity, right? I sent the nigga a PDF with all the corrections of the things he got wrong. So if he didn't read it where I'm asking for clarity, that just show you how disingenuous the nigga is. If he gonna tell me I could have asked him for clarity, then he don't read the word. So 1, he lied right there. 2, he trying to make it seem like it was a mistake when he wrote that, right? You typed upper and lower Egypt, or did you do Google scholarship and say, write me a paper? The same thing that you say you tired of niggas doing. Which one was it? Because this is what it sounds like.
What we were doing. You asking the question or not?
Close your lips. Now, because that's what it sounded like he did to me. And then if you ran it through the Google again and had him to check it, he obviously didn't have him check it against the primary and contemporary text, because it would have corrected where he put upper and lower Egypt, right? So in the notes that I gave this fool that he did not read, which is why he didn't know he was wrong to even give me clarity, right? But then this is how I'm gonna tell you he lying too, because he read the notes, and this is how I know he read them. Because he said, oh, if you feel like that, then, because he read my notes, he said, we should write a paper on 8-PEP. And then we both sat there and wrote papers on 8-PEP. So he just lying, and I'm gonna send y'all the proof so y'all can see how disingenuous one of y'all favorite Lunch Money Squad team members is.
Yeah, so that's another lie. So once again, I've said here and I'm clarified it for the 100th time. If you sent me a paper, a 19 page, this is how you know everything you did is you just AI Google. How can you? If I send you a paper, how can you send me a 19-page critique?
The critique
and 30. Hold on, brother. Hold on, Kim Netter. Now is my response. You sent me a 19-page response in 30 seconds, brother. And I said, I'm not reading this shit. That's exactly what I said to you, brother. Mine was hold on, brother. Can you learn to decorum, brother, and stay off, brother? You said everything. I'm responding to everything you said.
You was doing the same thing I'm doing,
brother.
Now.
I'm responding to what you said, brother.
All right, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Though. Hold on. Finish your point, then we're gonna.
I appreciate that. So yeah. So there's no way that you can write somebody a 19-page critique on something that you don't understand in 30 seconds if you're not sending it through Google AI. and not understanding. And if you thought I read that, I'm sorry, you're mistaken, brother. No, I did not read your 19-page critique that you wrote through Google AI
The
to
critique
see that
wasn't 19 pages.
to
You're
see.
still
Hold on,
lying.
brother. To see that what I sent you had a spelling error in it.
That's not a
That
spelling error. You wrote that.
wait, brother. So wait. And that's totally disingenuous to think that you
That
could
is
just
not a spelling error.
oh my god damn.
You capping though,
Let
man.
me
Come on,
finish, brother. God damn, I'm
man.
talking.
Keep lying to the
So
people.
to think that that's how weak your scholarship is, that you looking through a paper to find a spelling error to say, "Ooh, King J got that wrong."
It wasn't a
So
spelling error.
let's go. So wait, if it is a spelling error, because if you ask me, I just told you what it means. I'm
So
not
you
the one. I
misspelled
would
it even
never.
though you
Hold on,
spelled it
brother.
correctly?
Hold on,
You
brother.
misspelled it even though you
Hold
spelled it
on,
correctly?
brother.
Wow.
AI got it wrong because I know for a fact Atum does not mean Lower and Upper Egypt. So we don't got to play them games no more. I
You
don't make
typed
that
it.
argument, brother. So quit associating the false arguments with me. I done cleared it up.
Oh, your AI
It's a
scholarship got
Google
it wrong,
AI.
huh?
Yeah, his
Your
AI
AI
I
scholarship
think
scholarship
got it
got
no.
it
wrong.
wrong.
So wait. If we're being honest, we were sending Google AI papers back and forth to each other.
I thought you didn't do Google scholarship.
I was
Yeah,
dealing with
wait a minute.
you,
You gonna call
Kim Netter. We're
the
Googling
kettle?
back and forth, Kim
Do
Netter.
you hear
I'm go.
the song?
Hold on, brother. No, stop.
The
He literally
hypocrisy
just
is
said he
Hey,
wasn't
look, if
emanating
y'all
Googling
through
cut
your
me
anything.
song.
off,
Please, y'all
I'm gonna
wild.
maybe run it back again, uninterrupted. Just let me go,
You
like I
got 2
did y'all,
seconds. You
brother.
got 2
I
seconds.
didn't
Go
cut
ahead.
in not one time.
You got 2 seconds.
Yeah, you did. You're lying.
Google scholarship. So yeah, when I'm dealing with you, Kim Netter, and you're sending me a Google paper, I'm sending you a Google paper back. Yes,
And yours was wrong.
according to your
Google
Google,
paper.
according to your Google.
No, according to the primary text, not according to
Kim
Google.
Netter, if you're Kim Netter, if
You
you're the
still didn't give us
teacher,
the text
hold
where they
on, and I'm
said that
laying with this.
Aphep was the dark
I'm gonna land with
cosmic
this,
twin.
Kim Netter. I'm
Even
gonna
tell us
land with
that while
this.
we landing.
I'm gonna land with this
Give us the
because you're talking
primary
while I'm
grade of
landing.
dark
Kim
cosmic
Netter, stop
twins.
it, brother. Please. I don't want to scream
Please
over
give us
another
the
grown man
text.
because I don't scream with nobody, brother. I've been
I
hitting your
just
mouth.
want the text where he called
I
him a
just
dark cosmic
want you to
twin.
let me talk, brother. Please. I don't care what you're saying.
Because you're lying to the people.
If you're the teacher, I don't care what you say. I don't hold your
Man,
opinion to anything because I
You
can
don't
send
care
my
what
own
your
paper
Google
through.
say
I can
either, obviously.
hold on. Because I can send my own paper through Google AI if that's the case.
hey, the
You wrote
man
all of
called
them
some
with AI
video.
and they
He
was all
called some
wrong.
video extra earlier, man.
Don't ever
He
use
called
the
some video
word Google
extra.
scholarship again. You better not use that word again because I'm going to slap you with it in your face.
Yeah,
Google
because you're a Google
scholarship.
Look,
scholar.
and he messed
Yeah,
up
it's gone
and he
crazy.
messed up all his unilateral arguments, all that. He trashed all that. That's why
What's
he
messed up?
blocked you.
What's messed up about my?
That's why you blocked him.
Hold on, Kim
It's
Netter.
all
Because if
good.
you're gonna
Go
speak
ahead,
about it, I want you to be able to understand the
Go
conversation.
ahead,
What was wrong about my
All
unilateral
right, this
all
is
of
what we're
it.
argument?
gonna do.
All
We're
of
gonna
it.
do
Go
this for
ahead,
a minute.
What was
I
wrong
would
about my
like.
unilateral argument?
Your
Hold
whole
on.
Google scholarship was wrong
You don't
about it.
know.
Go
You
ahead,
don't know
I would.
about it enough about it to have the conversation and say what was
Hold
wrong
on.
about
I
it.
got
I would like
corrections
to.
for you,
I,
but you ain't gonna
let
read
me.
them, obviously.
Tell me what was wrong. Tell me
Hold
what
on,
was wrong in
man.
your
All right,
words.
everybody freeze. I know y'all hear me talking, yo. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to
Google
force
ass
and prove
scholar.
my point, yo. I want to come
Beat
to the
this nigga up.
Encyclopedia of Egyptology, UCLA, right? I want to prove my point. I'm gonna come to page 2 of this PDF. It's probably page 2, right?
Lunch Money J.
And I want to prove and verify, right, that the Netchers lived on Earth, literally. All right. Now, so I'm gonna come
Please.
right
Oh,
here.
man. I
Here
can't
we
wait to hear
go.
this.
Now I'm saying, now that would be mythology to me. I'm saying in the words of the ancient Egyptians, right? So watch this. If we come down here, let me see. Thereupon she returns, appeased to the place, leaving the rest of humanity undisturbed. For you to leave humanity undisturbed, you got to be somewhere there, right? Now watch this. As alternative solution, it say the sun god describes to leave the earth for the sky, which is created for him in the form of the heavenly cow. It says a manifestation of the sky goddess, Nut. It says humanity is now left without, look, the presence of the gods on earth. So this statement right here clearly proves that for you to leave the presence of them, right, you had to have been in their presence. Let me come to the next page right here. I'm going to deal with Set real quick. Let me get right here. Set. It says it says, being an ethological myth, the narrative structured follows the scheme, right, of the folk tale. It's a set at the end of his reign of the gods on earth. The storyline explains the origin and the representation of kingship and of the king's destiny after death. So right here, when we talked about how they extended themselves from their gods, right? And then they stories, they explained how the gods ruled on earth. They literally believe that. So it's clear that Set ruled on earth based off of how the Egyptians would have thought of it. The source I'm using is this, right? Talked about the sacred cow right here. The myth of the heavenly cow. Now, y'all can translate whatever you want. I'm just saying, I'm bringing what I'm saying to the table. Through all that and all that, I can clearly show how the Egyptians thought that their gods ruled first on earth, literally. Whatever you want to, real, the synonyms, whatever you want to put it, they really believe that. And to think that they didn't believe that is African American New Age wild style. That's my source. Y'all can get back to it. I just wanted to bring that.
Can I respond, Ankh? Can I respond, brother?
You absolutely can.
I totally disagree with your interpretation of what you read. And I know that you think that's clear to you, but that wasn't clear. There was a bunch of representation, a bunch of metaphor in what you read. And the Kemetic people did not believe in the way that you're speaking in literal, as in physical beings actually walking around, but they did believe in real, in existence. So that was real. You're right. They really did. They really, really, really believed it was real. I agree.
You just lied.
But it wasn't literal. They weren't literal.
You go next.
Yes.
You go next. Go ahead.
Can I
People get
say that's a
sliced up and gotta interrupt.
Hold on.
No. Let him finish. And then you go next. I got it.
All right.
Yes. Like I said, they didn't believe that people with hawk heads was literally walking around their towns. They didn't believe literally. They believed they were real though, right? So, like I said, you're using the wrong words. And even when you try to say it's synonymous, you're wrong. There are synonyms, but they're contextual and they don't apply here. So I'll land my plane there.
So I'm just letting you know, when I said humanity is now left without the presence of the gods on earth, man. So, you know, this actually occurs right after the sun god Ra decides to leave earth, man. And ascending to
that's real.
And ascending
was real
to the
too.
sky of the heavenly cow. So I'm not playing with this. I'm giving it like you just gave it up. So go ahead, Cat. Go ahead. Oh, here's the source right here. Hold on, let me get a source. Hold on, let me give you the source. The source is the heavenly cow. You know, I use good sources. That's how we do it. Here you go. Here's the source, everybody. This is the heavenly cow, UCLA. Here you go, UCLA. The Encyclopedia of Egyptology, UCLA. The myth of the heavenly cow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll send that to you right now.
Yeah, send that to me.
All right, but y'all read it and everybody can play with it and all
Do
that.
y'all y'all have a source that debunks this, or just his interpretation of the source you're saying is false?
That's the whole issue. If you asking a question, King J, and you direct that to me, that's a fallacy question.
No, you skipped. My fault. Go ahead, Katarina. I said go ahead, Katarina.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's like the same difference. Like within the religion, we know it's symbolism in the religion. Nobody's saying that nobody walking around with a hawk head and all that. That's the symbolism within the religion. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody literally believed that Jesus is a fish, or he's an actual lamb, or he's an actual lion of Judah. That's the symbolism within the religion. What they do, but in the religion, they do believe he is a god on earth. It's like Egyptians literally believed and really thought that the Pharaoh was a god living amongst them on the planet. Like the Pharaoh was a Necha. You know what I'm saying? The Necha Nefer, like literally, he was that. So, like, ain't nobody ever answered my question on that. Like, you know, that was a god on earth, yo. Representation of Horus. Like literally.
Through veneration.
Yeah, you want us to answer that because even him becoming a netter, it had to be surrounded by symbolism or some type of ritual or some type of veneration. You can't get away from the metaphor when it comes to Neteru. You can't get away from
They were
whether he's
venerated
a
because
human
there was a
being.
netter.
Hold on, King
That's
J,
the
man.
King
Close
J.
your lips.
Hold on, you're
Yeah.
always good for that. You're always good for that. That shows how poor your scholarship is and how poor you are when it comes to having decorum. You constantly interrupt people. So, like I said, the Neteru is surrounded by allegory, by metaphor. Just themselves, conceptually, you can't escape it. So anything you apply to it, whether it be a human being, an animal, a plant, or an inanimate object like a ideogram or a statue, it's all allegorical. But when we talk about the term of literal, we're talking about physical objects. So when you're saying that the Neteru are literal, you're saying that there are bird men walking around. That's what you're saying.
That's what they believe.
Hold on.
That's
Go ahead,
what you're saying.
Go ahead, Catalini. Go ahead, Catalini.
I already said that. I literally nobody actually believe it was the people with the bird head. I said that's like I said. Jesus is not a damn lamb. Bah. He's not that.
So you agree with me that they believe they were real, not literal?
No, they don't comprehend the point. Seven.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the point again.
No, you don't comprehend.
Hold on. Now here's the point. He said Jesus is a lamb. Then Heru is a hawk. That doesn't mean that Jesus, according to a Christian, didn't walk on earth literally. That doesn't mean that Heru didn't walk on earth literally because we likened him to a hawk and likened.
Why y'all agreeing with me?
Understanding.
No, y'all
we're not agreeing with you. We're not agreeing with you.
Yes, you are. If you say that you didn't believe that they were literally doing these things, but you're saying that they are literal, it's just a poor argument on your behalf.
And they are real people with allegory attached to their name. That's it.
King J, lunch money.
I'm next. You shut up, brother. You don't take up for your boyfriend. You can take up for yourself.
Now we're gonna
go ahead, King J. I land my plane. Go ahead.
Yeah, just like the brother Gullah said.
No. We gotta get you the super chats. That's what we doing. We reached out thing. I like that. All right, right here. All right, we got more wisdom. 2 jewels, man. Appreciate you, bro. All right. Must be a conversation you like. Then we got J Snake the Great, 10 jewels, man. Appreciate that, man, for even supporting and putting into the channel, man. We appreciate that, man. Let me check the cash apps, man. All right. Got about good 10 more minutes left in this show right here, man. All right. Appreciate all the people coming through. All right. Yeah, we got slack on the cash apps. All right, so I'm gonna take a little slight break real quick right here, right? I'm gonna let y'all finish this conversation here, man. The next show I'm doing, I'm going in on young pseudo, aka Buzz Lightyears. All right, because I know some people that really support the cat, yo. I know it is, yo.
After I give you these files on King J, you gonna add him to your list, I promise you.
Hey, Kim Netter, I don't know why you and your little girlfriend laughing, but we supposed to have a debate today. But you hold on. If Kim Netter, hold on, let me land my plane. Let me land my plane.
Everybody, come on now. Everybody stop. We doing the joint. Everybody stop.
Yeah. Look. Hey, cash out. Baltimore. Yeah. Cash out, don't let it run you. Money fill the gas, but it never feel honey. Cash out, dreams get so fast. If you don't own your time, you just rent your past. Cash out, screens full of flex. Real life hit hard when the rent come next. Cash out, tool not God. Use it, don't lose it, keep your head on top. Lend a mill, lend a bill, lend a pay me now. Everybody yell, get it like a sacred house. Timeline full of blessed, but the stress still lurks. Same folks posting gas, still drowning in hurt. Explosions of cash in the camera flash, but the lights cut off when you can't make it last. This ain't a trick, but it move like a spell. Type in the amount for that dopamine swell. Quick tap, quick send, quick high, quick drop. Then you back in the cold when the real don't stop. I done seen love turn transactional. Quick send some in the DM like that's all it is. Cash out, don't let it run you. Cat, don't let it run you. Cash out, don't let it run you. Don't. Hard work, yeah, I respect that. But rest ain't weakness, I protect that. Cause money earn me nothing if your soul get thin. If you're always up next, tell me eat when you win. They sellin' hustle like it's peace in the pack. But peace don't come from a green little stack. So send when you can, look out for your kin. But don't let the app decide how you feel. feel within. Set them rules, don't be ruled by the buzz. Real love is a call, not a what's up, cuz. Cash app, 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 don't let it run you. Don't let it run you. Cash app, don't let it run you. Don't. Yeah. Baltimore.
Yeah, man, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all listen to the community skeptics, man. Having a lively conversation. The conversation went where hell it went. Some kind of way we ended back up in a non-African American culture. I don't know how I keep. Well, we here now. That's all I know. We here now. That's all I know. The net is flying all over the place. They real, they not real, but they can't. Listen, I just want to add this to the conversation before I let the brothers finish. Listen, man, it's an impossible dream to think that ancient Egyptians didn't, one, have a religion. Two, they ain't believe like white people believe. They believe like humans believe. They thought like humans thought. They did all that. You know why? Because all humans, right, as we look at the different transitions, they transition out of hunter-gatherers. Literally. Hunter-gatherers, Stone Age, Iron Age, Bronze Age, not in no particular order. They believe. Humans believe. Humans have religion. In the conscious community, we taught that everybody got religion, but each different got culture. If you're a Hebrew Israelite, you'll swear it's not religion, it's their culture. Y'all didn't know that culture is part of the religion, or religion is part of the culture. It's all part of it. It's a cultural, social system of behaviors and beliefs. Might not be believing in God, could be ancestral worship. A lot of different things. Song, dance, weddings. I didn't know that. Funerals, all that's part of your religion. Culture. So to think that Homo sapiens sapiens got to a particular place on earth and automatically didn't think that they literally seen their gods, or they, it's too much for me. So back at it, man. Who was next? Who was it?
King J was about to cry. King J was about to cry. Let him cry.
Can I say one more thing before I go? There's one piece that what you just said. I would say it wasn't until the American colonies, the United States, until they separated politics from the religion. That's new. Even the politics, you know what I'm saying, humanity was intertwined with the religion, yo.
See that? They separated what? Church from state. For some reason, they actually thought that the Pope could give the great word. Remember that? That's why they had to separate this. It was crazy. That's why the United States is in a wild place now.
Yeah.
Right? Because we mix our politics with our science. A good administration will use science to their advantage. It will be in step with science. A wild administration is going to be against science. Like that little thing Trump just did with the whole vaccine schedule, that is not in step with science. It's an anti-scientific thing. And when they do anti-scientific things, guess who they hurt the most? They hurt the marginalized community amongst us, no matter what color they are. They hurt people who can't afford to buy a straight-up vaccine. Matter of fact, at this point, it has hurt the whole country. Because guess what, y'all? Ain't no daggone vaccine company who don't make money anyway off the vaccines like that. You make more money off the damn natural herbs than you do vaccines. Right? People can sue you and all that, right? Do you know they ain't making no daggone separate vaccine for mumps and measles and rubella? They ain't doing it, y'all. They all come together. They fine. Matter of fact, there's only one country or two countries. I think it was Japan and another little small country that had a separate thing. And it was a reason for they do that. Japan ain't even on that no more. They went back to the mRNA with, my fault, measles, mumps, and rubella. They went back to it. So the United States, they don't even produce a separate measles and mump vaccine. So how the hell you gonna put us on a schedule? Well, we don't even make it. It ain't even went through the system yet. It hasn't went through clinical trials, none of that. So why did y'all allow a politician act like he gave you a scientific idea or a scientific proposal? Why y'all do it? You know why y'all did it? Because y'all pseudo.
Man, that's like listening to King J.
Fact.
Yeah, let King J rock. He wanted to rock.
No, he already dipped. I'll say what he was gonna say. He was about
Oh,
to say
he dipped.
he's talking because we was supposed to have a debate today. We scheduled it for the 16th. Yeah. But prior to that, the Sunday before that, we had a show that was supposed to happen on Sinetta. Sinetta had something going. He pushed our show back to today. Something happened today where we wasn't able to get it in. So me and King J agreed on another date, which is next Sunday. So I don't know why he wanted to get up here and cry about that, like he didn't agree to move the date with me. I'll say it for him. He just looked dumb crying. I don't know why. But I'm going to send you all his work, Unc, and I promise you, you're going to add him to your list of pseudos. And if you don't, I'm going to be looking at you wild next.
Well, I always say King J is always halfway wrong and halfway right.
No,
remember?
he's pseudo, not just halfway wrong.
That's
He's
pseudo.
Yeah,
because he sit up
he's
here
pseudo.
and claims that. Look, he sit up here and claimed that the AI did a misspelling. It wasn't a misspelling. Every word was spelled
that was cap.
correctly. That is not a misspelling. Every word was
But
spelled correctly.
it was a phrase that was
Hold on, Seven. You can come behind me and say what you want to say. We can't just deal with it at the same time. So look, he claimed it was a misspelling. But if it was a misspelling, the words would have been spelled incorrect. What it was a mistranslation because King J likes to use St. Andrew's PDF, which is a European. They give you all the modern words when you translate. The only thing that the St. Andrew's PDF is good for is the transliteration and the glyphs. All the English words in there are modern day European words. And he told me himself he used the St. Andrews. He sent it to me and told me I should look over it. That's some pseudo work in there. I don't need to look at that. I gave him, in response, I gave him 4 different places I told him he should look at rather than that. I told him he should look at the Waterbush de Sprache. I told him he should look at, because you already know, me and you've been going through the Waterbush when I was showing you a long time ago, right? So I told him he should look at that. I told him he should look at Raketi Amin's linguist little page that she got to break everything down. I told him he should look at the TLA, and I gave him one other one. You know, and all these is in the text. And he claimed I didn't ask for clarity. I give him all these corrections. King J just loved to be wrong and stuck in his pseudoism because he owned team lunch money. That's all it is.
We're gonna close out on that right there. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
I just want to say first, Unc, I want to thank you, brother, not only for the way that you hosted this show and your decorum and the fairness that you gave, but also being right and exact and fair with the information by actually clarifying that synonymous isn't the same as a synonym, right?
No.
And actually admitting that there's a contextual difference when you use the synonyms. So you can't apply it in the same way that they're trying to apply it when I use the argument with literal when you're talking about the neteru. So I think that I boldly put my challenge out there to anyone who wants to debate that the word literal is a better use than the word real. That still stands. And I also want to say, you also made a great point about how human beings believe. And your assertion was that the African... You're right, human beings do have belief, and they are cultural, but we also know human beings have cultural and literal differences in their beliefs.
You kind of
so human beings do all believe.
You kind of got
me a little bit. Don't believe the same.
Hold on, I'm just saying you kind of got me with the synonymous. I didn't quite understand. I thought you were trying to trick me too. Through that plane, you tricked me.
No, I just don't think you was listening clear. He wasn't trying to trick
me. I almost said,
but that's why you my brother. That's why you my brother, right? And I learned from you, regardless of any disagreements we have. I still tune in and learn from you, brother.
Yeah, and we're gonna learn.
And I'll land my plane there.
All right,
Okay,
so
and I just
listen.
want to ask you one question real quick. Do you agree that it's not trolling somebody if somebody write a paper and you actually do a proper correction on the paper? Is that trolling? Because that's what I did to Reggie. Reggie made a claim that we was misinterpreting how the homies and stuff when he tried to claim that the Bride of Benin, which he wrote the Bride of Benin, but claimed that the homie was responsible for 2 million slaves going to the Americas when we know only 450,000 came to any parts of the Americas in the north part, right? And out of the other part, they all went to the islands and stuff over there. So when Reggie tried to make that large assertion, I corrected him in academia. So that's what King J is trying to say I'm trolling. No, that's an actual correction that he got wrong. And I did the same thing to King J. And somehow that's trolling. I thought that's what we was in academia for, to either get corrected or stand right in what you write, right?
Yeah, so let me say this. With the homie and Queen Nzinga and all them, some of my favorite people, we need to understand the business of slavery and how it was in Africa. They didn't need colonial powers to bring slavery. Slavery was there when they got there. We just need to understand the different nuances and stuff. So we're not going to blame the Dahomey because one group did this within the Dahomey, or one group that did that within the Zingandom kingdom in the Congo and all that. We ain't doing that because we smarter than that. So, you know what I mean? I like the name Dahomey. I like the name Dahomey. I think it's a slick play on where I said that from day one. And we don't know the circumstances behind what they was doing or why they was doing or what environmental pressures was enacted by colonial powers that made them do that. So we not doing that.
Well, we got contemporary records on both sides. So hold on, let me finish my point.
So my point is, at the end of the day, man, listen. The indigenous Africans participated in slavery, and indigenous Africans participated in belief systems and religions, and that's okay, man. So we don't gotta trip off of it. We ain't gotta act like it ain't happening. We just need to explain the nuances. And I think y'all doing a good job of explaining that. And really push back, and that's cool. So it's a good thing. So look, we're gonna end right here, man. I gotta get some family, man. It's important, man. Appreciate everybody, hanging in there today. Later on, we're gonna kick it again. You know how we do it, man. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. And I know I got some Jabari. He got that steak on his eye, though, yo. He got that steak on his eye. You know they call that blow.
Jabari actually laughed at that picture. He actually laughed at that. He laughed at that.
Right, because we're having fun, yo.
Right,
exactly.
If this is the only thing y'all was doing, he wouldn't have a problem with it. He thought it was funny, too.
Yeah, we having fun, man. Ain't no big deal. Anyway, man, I appreciate everybody that dove into the conversation today, man. Man, we kick that atheism over here, man. Let's always talk about it, man. Yes, let me see, man. me and Sonetta got to do a back and forth with the songs. We all got the songs.
Yeah, that's dope right there.
I like it. I like it.
Radio show where that's all we do on that one day.
Yeah, it's the music, man.
And I want to say peace to your chat, even though your chat hate the hell out of me. Peace to them anyway.
I ain't gonna say they hate us, but they damn sure don't like us.
They participate. Hey, let me say this though. When the pseudos come around, y'all know what we do, yo. We gun them down.
Man down. Hit hum with the knowledge frown. See that pseudos come around. See that pseudos come around. Gun 'em down. Gun 'em down. Yeah. Clowns down, pseudo around. That's when it all gets crazy. Broke man lazy. Pseudos never faze me. Driving Miss Daisy. Bitch, niggas crazy. Read the book, slick niggas gave me. Riding waves like the Navy. Knowledge crew full of bravery. Always killing pseudos, never maybe. Using gift science gave me. Staying right. Speak 'em loud on the mic. Using gift science gave me. Always talking shit. Pseudo killers on top the gravy. See that pseudos come around. Gun 'em down. Gun 'em down. See that pseudos come around. shadows like a banshee, Comanche. Gun 'em down. Da, 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 da. Gun 'em down.
Listen, man, I'm your host, Bobby Banger. And with that, we out, man. See y'all later on, man. Peace.